Ooh, open our eyes, open again. Open our eyes, open again. Woo! Ooh, oh, oh. Open our eyes, open our gates. 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 What up, Joe? What happened to Big Hills? How y'all feeling? Who you feeling like? Ding, dee, 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 bee, 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 bee. Dee, 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 dee. Dee, 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 dee. Dee, 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 dee. Woo, start out real quick. Oh, thank you. Sure always glad you enjoy the music. I said I put it out there for y'all. Did you enjoy it? Somebody listen to it. Said enjoy him, because I'm finna take it off. That stuff ain't free, y'all. Stuff costs money. So I be trying to tell y'all, man, the production I be doing, stuff costs money, man. This stuff is not free. I know you think it is. It's not. I wish it was. If it was free, I think everybody do it. It's not. It costs money. Subscriptions, service, all of that, man. It costs money. So I invest a lot of my own money into this craft. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I ain't asking y'all for no handouts. I do this myself. You know what I mean? So I said, look, God's gonna provide. You know what I'm saying? I get paid and I get my money, but I said God's gonna provide all the funds to do something bigger with this. You feel me? Because I tell you, man, this stuff is not cheap and it ain't free. Have you ever, or have there been any World Cup games out in San Antonio you have been keeping? Not in San Antonio. Not that I know. I've been watching them. Um, I know Mexico. I watched the Mexico game versus Czech Republic. They got blown out. Mexico blew them out. Watched the USA game versus I think it was Paraguay. Was it Paraguay? I Nicaragua, one of them. It was alright. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I've been washed in the water. Lost in you. But now that's why I said this stuff is not free, man. This stuff ain't cheap neither. Listen, all my money don't just go to J's now. It don't just go to J's and cool shoes. You feel me? Like even though they look fly, I stay fly, no lie. You know, this shoes be like $300. Shoes but J's be expensive. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think the most I paid on J's was my yellow flights, my black and yellow flights. Them was like I think 340 or 350 something. Them things are not cheap. Cause thing are not cheap at all. That's the most I'll pay for shoes, over 300. I ain't paying no more $300 shoes. My J's are not cheap. But that's why I said I'm like, I ain't buying no more J's, no more shoes, no more clothes right now. I got stuff I don't even wear. You feel me? That's why I said I want to put my money where it actually matters, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to put my money where it's gonna be worth something. You feel me? So investing in myself, investing in the craft and stuff like that. That's why I want to start putting it. So, so like I said, man, this stuff is not free. Stuff ain't necessarily easy either, and it definitely ain't cheap. You know what I mean? So everybody that kind of started like, I mean, we started off like it as a ministry. Like, of course, when you're a ministry, you ain't got a lot of members. So what did Daddy do? Daddy took his own money and he was taking money from us, from the house and the family, to go invest in the church. And then eventually he did it for so many years, he got tired of it. So he told Negro, he said, "Look, man, either y'all gonna take care of this church or we're gonna shut down." He said, "Cause I'm not gonna be doing all the work." You know what I'm saying? But God provides a way, you know what I'm saying, for it to be taken care of, man. That's why I said we sacrifice and labor for so many years. So we be taken care of. You feel me? So that's why I said for the last 3 or so years, I've been investing a lot of my funds into, doing the music, man, and advertisements and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's just when you serious about something, man, you'll put your money in it. You know what I'm saying? Like before I moved from Louisville, and my duplex apartment I invested about 2 grand into that room. It was a room I kept all my tools at. You feel me? Like all daddy tools and my stuff in there. And I invested about I almost ran into that cactus. Boy, would have hurt. It would have hurt. I almost invested. Nah, I invested. I took 2 grand of my own money, man, and cleaned out that whole room. And I passed up the walls, painted everything, got new furniture, got a brand new TV. It made it look like a studio. You feel me? And that was my headquarters where I just did all my studio music, man. I was about to invest in new equipment, like actual musical equipment too. I spent about 2 grand, bro. Because I'm just like, sometimes you got to invest your money in order for it to, to pay off. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my beats came from over there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the atmosphere and the investments that you make, the music and the sound quality is a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely had to invest a lot of my money into it. So that's why I tell you, I said this stuff is not cheap, dude. Like the PC I got, man, the PC is like $5,000. You feel me? That stuff is not cheap. I think it's about no, I think about 2,000, about 2,000 to 5,000. That's a gaming PC. That's a big time PC. Like I said, it was Joe. Joe, I bought it off Joe. Joe, I think got a new one. And so yeah, asked me, I think before he resold it, he said, "Yeah, you want to get this one?" Because I was using my laptop at the time. So yeah, I'll sell you this one. You feel me? So I bought it off of him. You know what I mean? And I started using it ever since like 2021. You feel me? Like, so that's why I said, y'all, this stuff ain't cheap, man. That's why you got to invest in yourself. It might not be cheap, but the investment is worth it. It's definitely worth it, man. Like, hold on, y'all. Let me put in the group real quick. Hold on, y'all stay here. Don't y'all leave nowhere. Hold on. But nah, stuff ain't cheap, bro. I remember one of the earliest memories I can remember of doing music. It's back in like it's before we did music officially at church. It was like 2000 and I think 2008. Yeah, it was like 2008. I remember Daddy had bought me some electric drums, and it's going on 20 years ago. You feel me? What's up, Bill? Marie, my bad, my bad. Ah, keep calling you Bill. Anyways, but I remember I didn't wrap the drums up correctly, and we put them in the back of the car. So Daddy had told me, he said, "Man," he said, "why you doing it like this, man?" He said, "This is $1,000 thing. It was like $1,000, $200 set." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Dude, this costs money, dude." He said, "You know what, man? Because you can't respect these, I'm taking it back." He took them back. I remember I didn't see them drums for a good minute. He took them back. He said, "You can't take care of stuff that I invested in. I'm taking it back." He would always tell me, "Don't touch my stuff, man. You can't respect it. Don't touch my stuff." So I used to have to ask to play the piano. I had to ask to get on like the musical equipment because when you're young, you don't take care of nothing. You stupid. You know what I mean? You're not thinking with like this is expensive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Until it come out of your pocket, when you got to pay a grand out of your pocket, and then you don't want nobody touching it. You know what I'm saying? I know now why they didn't want everybody touching his musical equipment and touching it. He put me and Joe responsible of wrapping up everything. Because Negroes will do stuff and break it and then put it back and they make like you broken when you touch it. They did that stuff all the time, man. You know niggas, they do that type stuff. You can't trust niggas around equipment. Like niggas will be stealing stuff and stuff end up missing. Mm. So yeah, but that's why I said he invested in a lot of stuff, man. That's why I said I invested in my own stuff too. And that's again, price of stuff go up. This is back in like 2008. We in freaking 2026. That's almost 20 years later. I said, bro, I'm still the price of stuff went up. You know what I'm saying? The technology is advanced now, but the price of stuff went up. So the stuff ain't cheap, dude. The stuff is not cheap. I'm paying $50 a month to do these 24-hour live streams. 24, not 24, $50 a month to keep that stream going. You know what I'm saying? To stream two different ones. You know what I'm saying? I can add more streams, but it's gonna be more money. You know what I'm saying? So two for 50 is not bad, but you gotta understand, 2 months is $100. That's not on top of the subscriptions I'm paying for, like the arcade, which is how I make a lot of my stuff. That's like $13. You know what I'm saying? The other musical subscriptions, and even the ones I just canceled because I don't use them no more. I said, bro, that stuff adds up. This is like $200 in fees a month. So I'm just like, bro, I don't want to keep paying all that. So that's why I said I'm like, this is usually why people have like they'll take like the money they make from YouTube, cash out money or whatever people donate, and they'll just reinvest it into what they do. Which is kind of what I do. I kind of take some of that money and reinvest it. But sometimes I use some of my own funds. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got a passionate heart about it, you don't mind using your money because you it's got to be done some way. Like, it's not every day a millionaire gonna walk up and want to donate to your cause. I'm praying on the day it do. I said, Lord, I pray on the day it happens. But I said, as of right now, sometimes you got to sacrifice your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, $50, I could have went to Burger King. You feel me? I'm like, you know what? We can ramen noodle it. We can ice and bread it. Like, it's good. I said because when the music takes off, I'll be able to buy at the Burger King. You feel me? It's been like it before. Like I said, you ain't walking around here broke. But I'm just like, you don't go out and splurge on your money. I'll spend $120 on Olive Garden on myself. But I said that's $120 you could be spending on something else that's gonna be more profitable in the end. Putting ads on your stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting yourself known out there, spending it on business cards, on business promos. You know what I'm saying? Paying somebody to do it for you, like that could be way more profitable. You in an industry that can make $100,000 millions. You feel me? You can't be stingy over $120. You feel me? So, phew, don't mind me. I'm out on the walk tonight. I just left my hotel, so I'm out on the walk. Phew. So, believe me when I tell you, man, this stuff is not free. And again, it's not cheap. So I tell anybody, man, if you want to donate to the cause, be my guest. You know what I'm saying? If not, that's cool. God providing funds anyways. I don't care. I'm like, bro, God gonna provide the funds either ways. I don't need your money. But people be wanting to ask how they can give. I tell them how they can give if you want to. You feel me? But like I said, man, most of the stuff that I be making, I just reinvest it right back onto the gift. You know what I mean? So like I said, sometimes you gotta learn, man, when you're doing this walk, you gotta learn sacrifice. Yeah, I've had to sacrifice like a Negro, bro. I'm telling you. When I tell y'all a Negro felt like a 12 years a slave, nigga felt like a 12 years a slave. I had to sacrifice stuff. That's why I said for the longest, boy, 2 years, about 2 years, I sacrificed relationships, fun. Not like I still have fun, but I'm like, I was what I used to do for fun and always running around playing. I sacrificed that because I was so busy doing this and doing everything else. I didn't have time to do everything else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody else in love. I ain't care nothing about that. Still don't really care too much for all of that. You know what I'm saying? I do, but I'm like, I know what's more important than love. I know this is more important. You feel me? This is way more important. So that's why I said, I sacrificed a lot. You know what I mean? But most of my money was going to bills and going right back into my craft. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was kind of out splurging, doing what they wanted to do. I had to make sure I was on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that I never do. I was never on a budget. But I was making sure I'm on a budget because I said you got to make sure you invest in yourself too. You can't spend all your money on food. I said, do you know what I really am? A fat nigga. That's really what I am. I don't spend money on luxury stuff. I got all the clothes and shoes I need. I said I would spend enormous amounts of money on food. Steve was like a skinny glutton. Like, bro, I'm a muscle glut. Like, what if that makes sense? Uh, I spent some good money on some food, and I said, bro, you gotta learn to kind of like stop spending all that money on eating wise. You feel me? That stuff adds up. You know what I mean? I said, just because you got the funds to eat wherever you want to, don't mean you should probably eat wherever you want to. Because then I'm like, at $50, man, you went to Olive Garden when you could have spent that on some meal prepping. That could have lasted you the whole week. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm doing now is I'm just managing my money a lot smarter. I'm like, I'm gonna use my money for something that's way more profitable than just, for my own stomach. Or, some shoes on my feet, even though the J's is fly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the J's, they fly. But I said, there's more to life than some J's. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to make enough money to buy somebody else a pair of J's. You feel me? I want to buy somebody else a pair of clothes, man. You feel me? I want to take a brother out one time and go get him a suit. You feel me? Like that's the stuff I be want to do. Phew. Bro, that's same me, bro. I still got the DoorDash pass. They still be taking $10 out of my account every month. I just reactivated it because I was getting some stuff the other month, and they done took out like $20 over the last 2 months. I forgot to cancel it. You know you fat when you got a DoorDash pass. I'm like, bro, look at Steve. He's a fat man. Look at him. You so lazy. The stuff is up the street. The Negro too lazy to even go up the street. I done turned into one of them characters on Wally, man. Old fat backs in the chair. Like, that's what I turned into. Like, do y'all deliver it? How long is that gonna take? Huh. Phew. But that's why I said I invest a lot of stuff into my own craft now. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't realize how much music I got. I got a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? It's just you know it's gonna take a lot more advertising and putting it out there. But it's already ready. It's already ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So at least the hard part is over. The hard part was kind of making it. That's kind of difficult when you got to do this over the years. You know what I'm saying? But now the hard part now is just the marketing. Putting it out there. But that's pretty much it. Like you just got to do that. But I don't think people really realize how. I don't think they really realize how it goes. You know what I'm saying? With investing in yourself, and you know what I'm saying. Like sometimes you're gonna have to make sacrifices that's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to give up all they free time for this and that. You know what I mean? But sometimes that might be what you have to do. Like I said, while everybody was out partying, LeBron James was in the gym shooting around, shooting the ball. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody else is out having a fun time, Mayweather them's in the gym hitting the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why you have to sacrifice sometimes because it's like it's gonna pay off in the end. Now Mayweather got enough money, he ain't never gotta do nothing else in his life. He ain't gotta hit another bag if he don't want to. You know what I'm saying? While the people that was out partying around his time is struggling, and now they got basic jobs and they gotta work for the rest of their life. Mayweather ain't gotta do nothing else. You feel me? Because again, they had to sacrifice. You know what I mean? Like I said, we've been doing ministry for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So at the time where everybody else was out here smoking dope and now you're doing what they was doing, we was in church serving. You feel me? And so we sacrificed a lot of our years, man, to, you know, folks on the house of the Lord. You feel me? No family time, no vacation time, no fun time for real. We was always just doing this. You know what I'm saying? And now we're able to a point where we able to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Daddy went on to be in glory. You know what I'm saying? Mama good, taking care of living her life. We good, taking care of living our life. You know what I'm saying? But that's because we sacrificed so long, bro. You feel me? So people look at you now and get mad because you're blessed and because you're doing good. But I said, Nick, bro, you have no idea for 23 years, 24 years while you was out there on dope, we was out here doing something. You feel me? That's sacrifice, bro. You feel me? Mm, hold on. For you, man, I was just thinking to myself, what has the same morals and character fellas in yourself, right? Right. Really what it is, man, it's just defocus. You gotta stay prayed up and just focus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you look in the Bible with everybody had their own timing, you know what I'm saying? Like it took Moses a while before he walked in his calling. Joseph got locked up in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like his whole life was pretty much just abandonment and rejection. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it takes you a little bit of time. That's why I tell people, ain't no such thing as starting too late. There's no such thing. If old raising Sarah can wait till 99 years old, or Abraham was 99 years old, man, ain't too late for you. That's why people be worried about you being in your 20s and 30s if you're married or not. Boy, you get married at 120 if you want to. Why is that nigga over around? What have they been for? There's no such thing as it's too late. Your 30s is not giving up time. I don't know why people think that. There are people that started their career at 49 years old. Like, why in the world do you think that because you 29, you too late? You ain't too late. You listen to one of them church weirdos, them spiritual weirdos, like, yeah, maybe them dumb idiots don't know nothing. I said, you ain't stupid like them. You actually got some calling on your life. There's no such thing as you're too late. If you see where you at in life, it's exactly because God got you where He wants you to be at. So that's the way I look at it. Anybody else that says otherwise, they ain't God. They stupid. So I don't listen to that. What's up, Janice? Not too bad. I told you what's wrong with society. It's the old niggas. Y'all quit listening to these old ignigs, man. Old ignigs gonna be ignigs till they lay in the ground, man. They ain't got nothing else going on for them. These are the same niggas want to talk about I marched back in that time. Nigga, you was on the corner drinking the beer, watching MLK them march. You wasn't out there. You saw them getting beaten, sprayed with rain horses. As soon as they brung out the dogs, you all shoot, time to go. You showed up to the march in a raincoat, trying to be prepared like Robert Freeman. This nigga showed up in a raincoat. He said, "Well, they spraying people." He said, "The whole point about him being out here, Robert, is we protesting." He said, "Well, I bet you wish you had your raincoat right now." He said, "Nigga." So I said, "Why y'all listen to these old elderly senior citizens? Like grandma, you better be quiet if I disable your life alert. You better shut up. Don't think I can't take that life alert off your neck and leave your hip and fall and can't get up. Ain't nobody came out there in 3 days." I walk by your house on purpose and knock on the window, looking at you still in there. Hey, grandmama, looking for this. That's why I said, I don't know why we listen to senior citizens. Like, boy, I would take all your social security. You better shut up. Whew, I should have brought one of my bandanas. I'm out of here. You know what's crazy? When you walk 6 miles every morning, you can walk anywhere. I be walking 6 miles almost every morning. I said, bro, you can walk pretty much anywhere. Like, bro, all the women were nice and humble. No, they not. No, all the women are some of the dirtiest, nasty skeezers of all time. Again, I know they talk about the young people, bro. I don't have no issues with no young people. If I've ever had any issues with black women, it's not young black women. It's always the older ones. It be these religious church nuts that be in my comments. These old skeezers. These old badly built, looking like a bag of pudding type females, like the ones that no black man want to touch. Girl look like an unclogged toilet. You know what I'm talking? It's like, girl, how you look just like the toilet water when you got plunging? Like, bro, say y'all black girls be cool. Everybody be cool in my comments. You feel me? The only black women that really came on this channel doing that was the older ones. They're the ones that want to call you a young man and want to be all funny. Do as thou did us. And your father said, like, nigga, shut up. That's why I said, yeah, some of y'all older black women are niggas too. I talk to y'all like the men. You was a nigga too. Wasted your whole life, man, getting plumped. That's what you did. Getting pumped by all these niggas. You want to come and talk now. Like, girl, I know you ain't trying to talk, you loose roast beef Arby sandwich looking like. I know you ain't trying to talk. Ain't no man trying to have that. Don't believe me. Like, girl over there looking like yeah, I know you looking like a packet of lunch meat. Loose. $100 says I'm lying, Brett. $100 says I'm lying. Come on, man. Um, don't let the motor women at your job get at you. I said, well, you know what, girl? You know who's closer to see God? You. Hmm. Hey, I'm hilarious. I'm speaking the truth. Something wrong with these old niggas. Like I said, the young white girls be cool. The old white women is the ones that you want slap. Because it's like, yo, you talk too much. Those are where you get your modern day Karens, man. The ones always best with everybody. Girls built like an iron board. You see what I'm trying to talk? You couldn't convince me there's a difference between a surfboard and you. Like, girl, if I tilted you in the water, I can ride you like a surfboard. Surfboard. Nerd line on that wood. That's why I sound like, boy, I don't listen to no old nigga. I'll be doggone the day I listen to a Dukes of Hazzard type nigga. Boy, shut up. Shut up. I can't find it. I don't remember the name of that pastor, bro. He's like the Uncle Ruckus pastor. I can't remember his name, but y'all probably know who I'm talking to. He always get on there. He said, "What's wrong with you? You niggas are crazy." I can't remember what his name is. He said, "You can't tell these niggas nuts. I've been dealing with 45 years. Nigga got a problem about everything." I said, "You preach, pastor." I said, "Hey, brother didn't tell one lie, boy. Niggas got a problem with everything, man." So I've been doing it 45 years. That niggas always got a problem about everything. You can tell he's fired up. I said, bro, that's the same way Daddy felt, boy. He said, niggas always got something to say, man. Let me wonder why pastor want me to go preach to white people. Go preach to conservative crowds. You get tired of niggas. Mm. Well, so I said, I wouldn't go off on an old woman. You know what I tell people? Are you ready to meet God? Are you ready to see God? I'm like, tell me, how's your relationship with Christ? Because you're gonna need it in a little bit. Are you ready to be redeemed? I remember I was in church one time. That's when I was still dating that one girl. And the pastor was up on stage. He said, I used to have kind of bad road rage. He said, so my daughter was in the back seat. And so he said, some woman that cut me off. He said, as soon as she cut him off, he said, boy, if I seen this woman in real, he said, boy, if I was able to get over and see something, he said his daughter in the back seat was like, you're telling me about Jesus, right, Daddy? He was like, yeah, that's right, baby. I tell him about Jesus. I remember I was in the back. I said, yeah, I sent you to meet him. Somebody turned around and started laughing. Y'all be making people laugh, bro. That's why I say y'all don't understand. Like people be laughing when I be talking. They be walking past me on the street when I'm doing live streams. They be cracking up, bro. Look, I said, bro, I help you meet him if that's what you want. Woo. But like I said, don't be like an old nigga. Invest in yourself, man. You feel me? That's why I tell this young crowd, like, quit listening to these old OGs, man. These niggas are stupid. Listen to some people that got some real knowledge, man. Don't listen to a churchy Negro. Listen to some people that got some real knowledge. God didn't call us to be churchy. He called us to be wise. You know what I'm saying? Why you think I'm doing away with this channel, man? I got too many niggas. Too many unproductive cotton picking niggas, man. I don't like y'all. Niggas ain't doing nothing, not jack with their life, man. Nothing. I need some productive people, man. Some people that got a vision. I like to talk to people that got visions. You feel me? Focus our eyes, focus our gaze. Am I making any sense to y'all, man? Talk back to me, man. Come on. And I said, some people, man, this is just how some people be, bro. You know what I'm saying? And some people just not gonna invest in nothing, man, but just, they don't care. So I'm not looking for the ones who don't care. I'm looking for the ones that do. You know what I'm saying? Some of us actually want to do something in our life and want to invest our time and resources into something, you feel me? So that's why I said when it comes to the music, man, I'm investing a lot of my money into it, bro. This stuff, again, stuff is not cheap and it's not free, man. Everybody would do it if it was. Just like AI. AI is pretty much free. Everybody's doing it. You know what I'm saying? If AI costs money, nobody would do it. If Chat GPT costs money, nobody would use it. Because again, whatever you got to pay for, people don't really want to do it. That's why I say, hey, Steve, man, it's a big production. You feel me? It's gonna be big. I'm about to get some merchandise made, man. I got a whole vision laid out for it. You feel me? It's gonna take some time to do it, but I've been doing this for a good minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just like Darby's Preachers, just like Daddy Preachers, man, has been relevant for forever. But it took him years before he got big. It took him years. He been preaching pretty much the same thing. All his career, he been preaching the same exact thing. But I said it took years before it got to where it is now. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm sure it did with Geno Jennings and TD Jakes and all of them. Like they started off small. They started off for a minute doing this. You feel me? But as time goes on, you start to grow. You get big. You know what I mean? That's why I said the pastor today, he was preaching a relevant message, man. Good message too. He said, this is the stuff I've been saying. I said, a lot of times you think you cursed because you're going through stuff. That's not curse. That's just the process of what God got you going through. So it's like everybody has to go through their process. That's not a bad thing. It's just him molding you and shaping you for the next step. You know what I mean? And he was preaching that today. And I said, bro, that's literally what I've been saying. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said stuff that people think is the judgment of God. It's not the judgment of God. It's just a process he gets you going through. Like, I think you'll know when it's the judgment of God. You know what I'm saying? I said, but the process, that's just what everybody has to go through, man. I mean, not a single human being has not went through that. Everybody goes through that. Well, so there's times that's good and there's times that ain't so good. We've had some ain't so good times. Well, I tell you, I've had a lot of those. A lot of those. And I knew it wasn't judgment. I knew it wasn't like I'm cursed or it's judgment. I just knew that was the process. That's what you got to go through. Just like when you get saved, like just because you get saved don't mean that you're gonna live scot-free. It's like, nah, man, devil coming. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to deal with some stuff. It doesn't mean you're cursed. It just means that's just the process you got to go through. I don't know why it's like that, but we have to, so I said, Lola, I don't went through my process. I said, look, I don't went through mine. You feel me? Went through the process of dealing with these niggas. Well, I'm tired of that. And that's why my season coming to an end with dealing with y'all. That's why I said, nigga, a free agent. Well, I'm doing what I want to do now. Shoot. Enjoying my life, enjoying these people that I got in my life, enjoying a lot of great things that's happening in my life. About to go on vacation, do all type of stuff. Well, I said, no more crappy channel like this channel. No more dog. Oh, man. Oh, I gotta get better than this. All I need now is a brand new car. Like, shoot, just a cherry on top. People ask me today, they say, yeah, what you end up doing with your dog? I say, yeah, I gave it to the sister at church. I said, yeah, I gave it to her and her daughter-in-law, whatever. What's up, Texas? What up, Alexander? She said, yeah, my son hit me up. She was like, yeah, mom, you should come get the dog. You know what I'm saying? You live in the hood. She was like, I said, yeah, he's a great guard dog against niggas. But Mexicans got niggas in their community too. And she was like, he's just so big. I was like, yep, and that's why you keep all the Negroes away. I said, hey, just switch out with her. I said, she got him. Just switch out with her every now and then. You feel me? Ain't no tank, boy. That Negro fine. Oh, fat geezer, man, he's good. Oh, buddy gonna do. They said, does he have a regimen when he eats? I said, every day, all day. I said, dude would not stop eating. I'm convinced he'll eat till he explodes. Like, buddy, don't stop eating. I took him to the little cafe spot I be doing music, and they was watching him for me while I was in the other room. They said, yeah, we fed him some eggs and all type of stuff. They said, yeah, I didn't know if he was hungry because he was looking at us eat, he was drooling. I said, bro, he do it all the time. I said, buddy just got to eating a big old fat bowl of food. He will still look at you like he ain't ate, just drooling. Boy, he got the nastiest slob too. Dogs piss me off when they do. They got this slob coming all over the place. Like, you nasty. They like, what does he eat? Everything? Any and everything. He don't care. I said, I showed him love one last time before I gave it to him. I'm gonna see him. I'm like, he ain't going nowhere. He's still here. Like I said, I'm still seeing him. So I said, all right, little buddy. I put him on the back seat. I said, all right, little buddy. I said, all right, little nigga, I love you. I said, no, 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 no. I said, come on, give me some love. No, no, no. Old girl, she was about to, she's like, oh, I'm about to cry. I feel like I'm taking them away from a family. I said, girl, you doing me a favor. What you talking about? You better not cry. Ain't no give back, takes backs. No, no, we don't need any give over in this beast. We don't do that. No, no, no. You take it. I told him, I said, hey, let me know if you ever need something. Goodbye. I said, listen, I'll pay for his food. Just let me know, baby. Let me know. Well, I said, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Free. That's why I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I got every reason to praise the Lord. And I don't know what you're talking about. I got every reason to praise the Lord. Let everything that has breath, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Woo. And I said, next, it's y'all. I'm going to do the same thing to y'all. Be gone, heathens. Do you denounce your Negro citizenship? Yes, I do. Do you solemnly swear to become the best fully a white man of all time? I solemnly swear as the Constitution. What would be your first mandate as a white man? Segregation now, segregation later, segregation forever. So help me God. So help me God. I should have bought my hair ties, man. Dang. Lots all up in my face. But no, like I said, invest in yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely invest in yourself. That's why I said, like, you allowed to be selfish, not in a way like, like self-centered, like a stingy nigga, but you allowed to be like, you can think about yourself. You feel me? God didn't just put us here in this life, man, just to be a freaking slave all day. It's like we can think about ourselves. We gotta think about ourselves, our health, all of that. You feel me? Like you deserve rest. You know what the Bible was pretty much telling fools? Take a vacation. That's pretty much what it was saying. Take a vacation, dude. You ain't meant to work 70 something hours a week for the rest of your life, man. You killing yourself. You feel me? That's why you notice that the lifespan is shortened now. The lifespan is getting short. Because remember, God promised us like what 120 years or so. Now people don't even make it past that. People get around 80, 90 years old and they die. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody really makes it past 113 no more. You feel me? It's like the days are getting shorter. You know what I'm saying? Because people working their whole life to death. You feel me? That's why they say men are usually the first ones to die because men will work ourselves to death, bro. We just that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Freaking dumb Adam and stupid Eve did that, so you can blame them niggas. That's why I said when I get to heaven, Adam, I'm gonna have to fight you. Eve, I'm gonna fight you first because you the one that created the sin first. Adam, I'm gonna fight you just because you just you. You just you. I said, no, this is for humanity, man. Come here. I was like, bro, why did y'all have to do what y'all did, man? You see what it did? Now women got periods for the rest of their life, halfway. Like, I don't know if the rest of y'all like. For eternity, the women race got periods. Their girls gotta listen to them. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, dude. That ain't simple, man. That ain't fair. Well, so I need a vacation. Shout out to all the parents, man. Y'all parents, y'all need a vacation. You better not care nothing about them kids. Boy, you better go on vacation without them little niggas. They're like, well, we been want to go on vacation, but we got the kids. Niggas, get them kids. I would tell the fire station, hey, can you feed them, clothe them, bathe them until we get back, bro? You think I'm gonna let my child stop me from vacation, nigga? Please. I have everything out. Have they food bowl and everything. All right, when you're hungry, there's lunch meat in the refrigerator. You know, if you get cold, I got some. I got this heater. Parents definitely need a vacation because I don't know how y'all raise these little snot noses. I don't know how y'all do it, bro. I know y'all love your kids, man. The kids are a gift from God, but not when it comes to watching them. No, it's not. That's the thing I don't like about kids. Kids can't do nothing. Them little niggas can't do nothing right. They can't make their own food. They can't cook. They can't clean. They can't use the bathroom properly. They can't stay at home by themselves. Like kids are obnoxious. I'm just like, bruh, is that hard to make your own grilled cheese, dude? Like, are you for real? Are you just like, you know what I'm saying? Whose kids are you? I beg to differ, boy. Look, kids in China know how to do this. Why you little American dumb little Negroes don't know how to do this? Like, bro, please. You got kids over in Afghanistan carrying an AK-47 at 4 years old. How is a Negro in the United States don't know how to do nothing till they freaking 8? I know a mom, bro. She was breastfeeding her son, I think, till he was like 4 or 5 years old. I said, yo, you a pervert. Nigga, you a pervert. Why would you do that? Don't y'all think that's strange? Your 5-year-old son still sucking your teeth. Like, bro, that's weird. You ain't apes. Or maybe you are a freaking ape. I forgot. Talking to the chimpanzee nation here. I forgot. Next, you gonna eat the bugs off his back, you old stupid. Those are those type of situations you want to beat the mom of and the kid up. Like, you know what? Y'all got a weird thing going on. I'm just gonna beat both of y'all up. Guess who he's running to whenever he gets in a problem? His mama. Buddy will be 27 years old, be a virgin at home, won't get a woman, and still be on his mom's teeth. Guarantee you. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, that mom got a weird fetish. That's probably what it is. You know, we live in a generation with too much TMI niggas, right? I seen somebody post that before. They went viral for posting that. This is how nasty people are, y'all. She said, I used to breastfeed my kid. She was like, I used to let my baby suck on the teeth while I was orgasm. Weird. I said, why did you think that was public information? First off, why would you do that? That's weird. Second of all, why did you think we needed to know that? Like, what did you think the response was gonna be from normal human beings when you told us that? I said, yep, I think CPS needs to be called immediately. Yep, that's what she said. I'm not making this up. Y'all think I be joking? I'm not joking, nigga. Go look at the internet. Go look at what people post. This is on your everyday feed. She said the nigga said that, y'all. I'm not even surprised. You got a lot of weird people. They always put it on the men, but women be just as nasty, dude. That nigga said that in confidence. I was like, why would you say that? I guess she thought she gonna get a whole bunch of other hoes in there. Like, oh yeah, girl, I'll do that same thing. Women was like, bro, what? I was like, hold on, what? And that's why I said I know breastfeeding is natural, but I really think women should just start pumping in their own milk themselves and then giving it to. I think that's strange to even let a child suck on it. That's weird. Because that's what happens. Like they be into these weird fetishes and stuff, be doing this weird stuff. You getting aroused by your child? Like you get aroused by your child, nigga. That's crazy. That stuff that shouldn't even be in the same sentence. That's why I said stupid people put anything. That's why I said the internet needs to be outlawed. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said if there's ever a World War IV, draft these niggas. All of them. The mama's boys, the spiritual weirdos, and the spirit chuckers that be in the comments, draft all of them. These cotton picking ninny muggins, draft every last one of these niggas. They talk too much. You sensitive, dumb females, draft them too. I don't like them either. Everybody, black men, black women, white girls, black girls, tall girls, fat girls, all of them. Draft all of them. They just talk too much. That stuff. Again, breastfeeding is normal, but I be talking to people like, why you trying to breastfeed in public around everybody else? Like, why you think everybody want to see your teeth, man? I don't see that. Get a cover up and go in the room, man. Nobody want to see that crowd. Nigga, we trying to eat food out here. We ain't trying to see your rolls with your teeth, nigga. They be offended. Time you can't say nothing to them. I'm gonna say something to you, girl. I'm trying to eat this jelly donut. I want to see your jelly rolls, nigga. Ruining my appetite. Imagine you come straight from come straight from Krispy Kreme over. That's Krispy Kreme. Come straight from Krispy Kreme trying to eat a jelly donut. You seeing a jelly roll. Like, nigga, that should be reserved for you and your man. Nobody want to see that crowd. These be the same nigga talking about, listen, it's normal to do it in public, but then they get mad at people when they burp in public. Like, you do know that's what people do, right? Cover your mouth and chew your food. Like, no, I'm in public. I can do this. I can talk like this. We the same ones want to tell everybody about mannerisms. Some people shouldn't sexualize it. Well, I do agree with that. That's weird, but I said, why you want to do it in front of everybody? Like, don't you have some humanity? Like, bro, they used to have like the cover things where they would do it. They just be just popping open. I said, well, daggone, mom, just show everybody what you're working with. Dang. Generation of the chimpanzee, boy, we got them. Bro, I'm still tripping off of that. She thought that was okay to post that. That's why I told y'all. That's why I told y'all a lot of investigations need to be on the way. There needs to be some investigations. Now it makes sense why you got these niggas that be mad at these little teenagers that be interracially dating. It makes sense now. That's why I said, watch some of these women around your kids. They trying to pleasure themselves sexually. Yeah, you gotta watch them too. They be weird as all outdoors. Oh, fruity idiots. Now you see why you got a whole bunch of old women mad at some little black dude for dating some white girl. A bunch of old white men mad at some white girl for dating a black dude or something stupid. Now you know why, because they would do that same thing to your child if they had a chance. You think I'm playing? They probably would. These are the niggas Young Metro don't trust. These are the Negroes we don't trust either. Because we know what they do. That's what I'm saying, man. Just people just ugh. So we live in a sensitive society, man. People have no shame, no dignity. People can't say jokes no more. Everybody protesting comedian show. You know you're retarded when you go to comedian show and don't like the jokes. Nigga, you came to the comedian show. What is wrong with you thoughts, man? Like y'all niggas are stupid. We live in a generation of a stupid. You paid your $24.99 to come to a show. You didn't think you was gonna get offended. Didn't think of a certain jokes that comedians wasn't gonna stray from. They joke on everything. I be seeing lineups of comedians doing shows, and some thought I always want to ruin the show because they said. And he was like, dude, you paid to come and see me. Did you not know what you was getting into when you came to see me? Did you not know what my stand-up was about? Some black girl went to the show, man, offended about something. And then she got mad about something, talking about that's racist. Like, bro, what is racist? I think she said, go kill yourself. He said, woman. He said, I look at myself. He says, there's nothing you can say to me. I don't say to myself in the mirror every day. He said, I tell myself to go kill myself every day, too. And they get mad when they can't work, when they can't make it work. They can't dish you, but they can't make you hurt your feelings. And they want to, she's like, that's racist. She started crying at the show. She was getting escorted. I said, that's racist. That's racist. You can't say that. I said, girl, some of the best jokes are racist. It is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I seen a white dude. He said, racist. Some of these cops are racist. He said, why do you think they can't be in a room that's dark? He said, because they'll probably beat the room because it's black. I said, yo, that's a good joke. I said, hey, that's a good joke. Okay, I give you that one. That's a good joke. Oh well. If it ever, I'm the light scared of all time. So I just came to give a praise report. I prayed the scriptures back to God that prayed miss. I then prayed to the courts of heaven for different things from family I needed God answer for. Hey, that's what's up. Okay, shout out to the Jamaican. Isn't it look good to you, man? Yeah, he sure is. Praise report. I need more of those in the chat. Where's my praise reports? I told y'all come in here with good news. Or if you're having a hard time, come in with your news. You know what I'm saying? We all stand with you. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to hear a praise report. I got a lot of praise reports I'm about to report on. Lord Jesus. That's good though. Like I said, God gonna keep doing it, gonna keep blessing. Good to know. Where am I at? Trying to figure out where I came up. I come up here. I'm trying to get all the way that way. What am I? There was something I wanted to stop it over here. I think I wanted to drink. I need to go get a water. Let's get a water. As the deer searching for the water, and my soul will be. I said people stupid going to comedy shows. I don't like the jokes. Like, bro, why you don't like the jokes? One woman went upset, man, got upset. You know, these are tortas. You know, tortas are like the they call them the fat Mexican women. They call them tortas. She went to the show, didn't like what dude was saying, tried to argue with him. He's over joking on her. He said, hey, if you don't shut up, they're gonna escort you out. She got escorted out. Got her man locked up. See, it's a crash out stupid Negro. Got her man locked up because he's chimping out at the place. And look, he got locked up. While they escorted her out, he's getting locked up by the police because he's stupid. I said, see, and he put on the music and started dancing. I said, see, this is what happened when you stupid. Like, why you gonna come to a comedy show and don't like jokes? That's the whole reason of a comedy show, you idiot. Like, I just wouldn't go to a comedy show in the first place, stupid. I tell you, y'all, the generation we live in, more people is just dumb. That's so stupid. Let me go get a drink, y'all. I don't. It's hot as crap out there. Even at nighttime, it's hard to take. That's why I said the phrase chimping out. That's actually not a bad phrase, bro. It's just about the wrong person. That's something I would say. If I made that up, that'd be cool. But the phrase chimping out, I said, I've been saying that since 2 years ago. I've been saying, look at these apes on my page. Now, look at them. Look at the orangutan going crazy for a banana. Come on, spiritual weirdo, spirit chucking his spirit in here. How much spirit could a spirit chucker chuck if a spirit chucker could chuck a spirit? A lot of them, I guess. These old starving Marvins. I said, bro, chimping, that was my phrase. I just didn't publicize it. I didn't brand the shit at the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was mad at you. But I said, dang, a nigga stole my phrase. It's not a bad phrase. It's just like, bro, you stole my phrase. That's why I was mad. I said, bro, how you gonna take my phrase? I've been saying for 2 years. You ain't give me no credits or nothing. What the water's it? You know what's funny? My Nigerian friend, shout out to Landry, man. My Nigerian friend. So, as a friend of ours that goes to the same place, she has a 13-year-old son. He's kind of I think he's like kind of special needs or whatever. But of course he don't really understand a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So him and his mama would call each other like animals, like, oh, you're just a cute animal, you know what I'm saying? So he said one day they was in, he dude said one day they was in worship and they was saying something or whatever. He said the little boy walked up to him. He said, hi, monkey. Even though he's Mexican. He walked up to him. He said, hi, monkey. He said he looked at him like, talking to me? Like what? He said he didn't know how to take it. And so he said a couple of days later, he asked his mama, like, hey, he was like, is your son low-key racist? Like, why? She said, oh no. She was like, no, that's just what we call each other that. And so she went on to him, was like, you're my good little monkey. I said, hey, yo, I can't say that. I said, you can't say that, yo. I said, you can't walk up to no black man, call him a monkey. Like, it's just, I know he don't mean it like that, but I said, yo, you can't do that. It's crazy. I said, yo, your son told him he was chimping out. Yo, you can't do that. Hold on. He was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, I know he don't mean it. Like I said, look, you niggas, if a little nigga came me talking about a monkey, I'm like, you know what, just come up with the first thing. What the? I don't know how to pay this. Hold on. They were calling you a monkey. That's crazy. She said, no, you're my good little monkey. So I'm your good little monkey. I said, hey, yo, you can't say that in the 21st and a half century. Mm. Plus, I don't know why everybody's so sensitive now. Like, sometimes racist jokes are funny. We gotta understand. Black people be doing, bro. We do this to everybody. Black folk do all type of jokes when it comes to everybody. It goes on like a joke when it's thrown on them. It's like, bro, sometimes it is kind of funny. Like it is. I said dark humor is the best humor. That's why it's funny. That's why they call it dark humor. I'm like, yo, that's messed up, but it's funny at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said they coming up with these new names like, bro, watermelon felon. I said they using it on the wrong people, but I said, bro, that's a cold name. I could have used that. I could have used it on these niggas. I'm mad that I didn't think of that first. I said, dang, bro, those are good jokes. I'm mad I didn't think about that first. I was like, yo, man, out of all the creative names, I done created my own word called the Ignig. I created my own word. I didn't think of a watermelon felon. It's used on the wrong brother, man. Free Carmelo Anthony. It's used on him, but I said, but it really should be used on you niggas. That's why I'm like, nah, that ain't necessarily a wrong word. Some of you niggas is watermelon fellas. Y'all is idiots. Carmelo Anthony ain't. The rest of you niggas is. Always one of them, man. Y'all crazy. That's why I said everybody's so sensitive. It was funny. Somebody was going around doing a joke about crackers, and they said, "Look, these crackers are happy." It's like the angry crackers. White people in the comments. They say, "Yo, this is kind of funny." I don't know why I think it's kind of funny. Like, it is pretty funny. Some of them, some was in the comments. I can only help but think if it was the other side, they'd be mad about the joke. I said this guy true. Niggas do be kind of be sometimes like I can understand some stuff do come out of a place of like real racism, but some stuff do be kind of like funny. You know what I'm saying? I said, when it comes to us, like, bro, black folk, we laugh at everything. We be making jokes about Asian, white people, Mexicans, all type of stuff, man. You feel me? I said, bro, sometimes black jokes is funny. It is kind of funny. Uh, I probably would have thought of it. 2 years of this, I'm glad I didn't think of it first. I'm just like, dang, dude, like I'm the Charles somebody this. I thought I would have thought of something clever. I thought of some pretty clever stuff. I didn't think of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why even the thing with the whole Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony thing, you know what I'm saying? It's a very messed up situation. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, most people are on Team Carmelo because they like, bro, like your son is a bully. You feel me? And then they found out new evidence that didn't even go the way they said it went. You know what I'm saying? So it just sounded wrong. And a lot of people was against this situation, trying to feel all sympathy for the white boy because they said when it came to Kyle Rittenhouse, the 17-year-old that went out there and killed two people. Y'all didn't say that, so we don't care either. Yeah. Just think I went across the street. Hmm. So even when Austin Metcalf's dad, you know what I'm saying, he was getting on there, he was hollering and stuff. So of course everybody understands as a father, man, you upset. As a father, man, you very upset. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wasn't mad at the dude. I said, look, you know what I'm saying? He said some things that he shouldn't have said, of course. But I said, you gotta understand a grieving father. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I don't agree with none of the stuff that he said. But I'm just like, usually when somebody just lost somebody that they really upset, I let people talk. Cause I'm like, sometimes they gotta get it out, man. They gotta say what they really feel, and that's how they can get healing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll get healing eventually, I don't know. But I said, you still gotta understand, like, whether it was good or bad, like he still lost a son. You feel me? Anybody that lost a son is gonna be upset. So of course, people. I mean, when I lost daddy, man, I told you I was an angry dude. I lost daddy 3 years after that, or about 2.5 years after that, I got shot. I was a very angry person, dude. I said some stuff I shouldn't have said. I told you I had a mouth of a sailor. Don't think because we Christian, like bro, I was not a Christian all the time. I was not. I had to be born again a lot because I made up new cuss words. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I said I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to admit it, dude. I said some stuff I shouldn't have said. I cuss people out. I said all type of stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna lie about it. I told you I did social justice drill rap, bro. I was taught, bro. I just said all type of stuff. I ain't gonna lie about that. Like I was holding it down, man. Negro was the farthest thing from holy, furthest thing. That's why it took me a while to tame my mouth, man. I don't really do that stuff no more. But I said, but I used to. I said, boy, I used to have every sentence was another word, bro. Don't get it twisted. I said a lot of stuff I shouldn't have said. You feel me? I said things to people I should have never said. So I'm like, a lot of times, man, when you in grief and you grieving, you say things you probably shouldn't say. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, we know dude probably meant that from the bottom of his heart, but I said, but again, just let them expose themselves. I'm still understanding him as a father side, like, because he's hurting as a father. But then again, he got to realize, like, brother, you responsible for your child. He learned that behavior from you. So, you know, you got to get out what you're feeling. We get that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people was mad. They was like, they couldn't act, they was acting like he couldn't feel at all. I said, well, bro, he can still feel. He shouldn't have said what he said. I don't believe he should have said any of the stuff he said, but he's still a father. It don't matter if your son was a wretched wreck or not, because half these niggas that raise these little killers and they get killed like they son was a terror, but that don't mean that the mother still can't feel. She still gonna say that little nigga was an angel. She still gonna try to remember the good times because the boy wasn't always bad. He was a good boy at one time. You feel me? You're not gonna say it to these grieving black mothers. Don't try to tell another nigga that, man. He still got a right to feel. He's a human being. He got a right to feel about his son. Again, I don't agree with nothing that he said, but I said I understand when people are mad. Let them get out what they want to say. You know what happens when I talk to a woman that's extremely angry and they got a lot going on in their line? I don't cut them off and interrupt them. I be disrespectful. I stop them from talking. I let them talk because she might cuss you out. She might say some stuff, and then after she's done, guess what they do? Start crying. Then you can get through to them. They need to get that off their chest. That's why they tell you when you go talk to God, they're like, don't hold back what you got to say. If you got to say words, if you got to go say it because He gonna find a way to reach your heart. All that built up anger is what He want. God rather for you to talk to Him and talk crazy than to not talk to Him at all. When you stop talking to Him, He can't reach you no more. That's why I be trying to tell niggas, man, stop telling Negroes how to grieve. Stop telling people how to feel. Stop telling people how to express themselves. Stop telling people how what they should and shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? People got no idea, man, because they ain't been in them shoes. You feel me? That's why I said the way that the Carmelo Anthony or the Carmelo Anthony's family feel, they got a right to feel that way too. They just lost their son to the system. So of course they're gonna be very upset. You got both sides, man. People calling each other's family, harassing them. You know what I'm saying? They calling his daddy phone harassing them. They calling dudes, the other dude's daddy harassing them. They getting death threats on both sides. You feel me? It's a very sad situation on both ends. But I said, but again, it's a very sad situation when it happened to our boys and white people do what they do and don't get no justice. So we don't really care. Like I said, it's just like, you want to feel sorry for people, but I'm just like, but bro, what's the first thing they tell us when our black boys get locked up by murder? You should have raised them better. Well, nigga, you should have raised yours better too. Maybe he's severe. I don't know what to tell you. See, they don't like that same argument. Again, I don't think it's funny. I don't think any of this stuff is funny, but I do think that it's like, but when it comes to us, they don't got no problem laughing at black folk. They got no problem not caring one bit about us. So I said, you kind of just the shoes on the other foot now. You just kind of getting what you deserve. Remember, Kyle Rittenhouse was a 17-year-old kid. Carmelo Anthony's a 17-year-old thug. It's funny. The Metcalfs was posted with real guns. Buddy was posted with a BB gun. And they still say he's a thug on there taking pictures with guns. I know these niggas actually got real guns. They look like the type that'll go shoot something. Oh, hold on. That's how I be. That's why I said a lot of people just not playing attention to the victim role. You know what I'm saying? The ones that lose here is the ones that was family to them. You know what I'm saying? As I said, it's very hard. I know it's very hard for that man losing his son. It is. You know what I'm saying? That's why people, again, of course, he went on a racist rant. I understand that, man. But I said, people want these little regular Negroes is just out here just talking crazy. I said, of course, that's probably been built up in him a long time, whatever. But I said, I'm not going to pretend like the fact the man didn't just lose his son, bro. Whether it's good or bad, you still lost your child. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, later, brother will come out later and be like, hey, man. That's why people will say stuff, low blows and all that. Then what they do later, they come back, hey, man, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said. I said stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times I told people go jump off there, but when it comes to just like, man, you go take a hike. Oh, I mean, taking a hike is whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said stuff I probably shouldn't have said. It was kind of like, yeah, that's low. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what I do when I come back? Hey, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? And then people knew like you was grieving, you was upset. You know what I mean? That's why I said people are still allowed to feel, y'all. They still allowed to have emotions. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how people don't understand this, man. You raising these little snot nosed killers. No son was a terrible man, killed everybody. I'm sitting there, I still paint him out to be an angel. So I told people, I said, bro, you gotta understand, like, you can't be hypocritical when it comes to this, bro. Feel me? Hold on. So I said, everybody say some crazy stuff when they upset, man. That's just what come with it. Like everybody gonna say some stuff when they upset. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make it right, but like I said, it's just sometimes you got to get it out. That's why you notice if you ever been pissed off where you went into a lowest point, and what you do, you start hollering, you get it out, you start punching stuff, and you do out, start breaking down. That's usually when God can reach you. A right to say no, you ain't got a right to feel. Shoot. Hey, can y'all still hear me? Can you hear me? You heard me? Okay, making sure. It reconnected again. I was like, dang, I got to restart my phone and everything. Yeah. Walking on the side of the highway. This is not safe. It's not safe. I know I'm black and then Ace of Spades. I better just hope you see me. You better hope you see me. Woo. I mean, not necessarily. It's just they had a sidewalk blocked off over there. So I had to kind of walk in the street. It's a pretty busy highway. That's why I said in Texas I know this, but in Texas, like the highway's in the middle of everything. You see, you want to get to the other side, you gotta go all the way up and around and go over there. Like Texas is so weird, man. Like it's the way they set it up. I love it, but I don't love it at the same time. It's weird. But like I said, man, that's why I tell people. I said, bro, give people time to agree. I remember there was somebody at right it is, but there was somebody at our church. Um, there's some people at our church, man, and it was sad too, man. Like I said, they had a baby, and the baby didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? I think the baby died at a couple of weeks old. You know what I'm saying? And so, of course, like we are as a family, we're a church family. We love on you. Hey, are you okay? We love you. Which is a really stupid question to ask people, are they okay? Obviously, we know they're not okay. You know what I mean? And so we had a morning meeting one time, and the pastor told everybody, he said, hey, he said, they just want to let everybody know they thank you for y'all checking in, but they're going to be taking some personal time. They was like, they said they really don't want anybody texting them like, are you okay? And hey, I'm thinking about you and praying for you. Like, they want to have time to grieve. They want to have time to be to themselves, as they should. You know what I'm saying? People need time to heal. They need time to grieve. So of course they might not come to church right now. They might not be around everybody. Of course they're not gonna show up to work. Are they duties or something like? They're not gonna do that. They need time to process, man. We didn't really have time to grieve. Once Daddy died, man, we had to get right back on it. We had to run a ministry. We had to do it. Like we didn't really have proper time to grieve. You feel me? So that's why I said we was kind of releasing it a different type of way, and was wondering why it was coming out a little different because we didn't really take time to think and heal. We just had to get right back into business. You know what I'm saying? Uh, People experience ebbs and flows. It's not a straight line, but you have to take account for how you feel so others can be there for you. It helps you too. I mean, yeah, I'm sure. Hold on. Hold on, right. They need space in us. Okay. Yeah, shame and blame. Yeah, that's why I said I'm like, honestly, when it comes to me, I know people probably deal with it differently. But I said when it comes to me, I said I just let people just say what they gotta say. Cause I'm like, I don't want to cut nobody off when they talking. I'm just like, bro, you know what? Just talk. Say what you gotta say. I told you every time I talk to a woman, if they upset about something, I never cut them off. Just, okay, go ahead and get it out. I let them talk first. So I get my point. And I'm like, no, you need to get this out. It's built up in you. You need to get it out. I need you to release what you're feeling so I can go ahead and talk. So we can talk with reason and stop hollering at each other. And we ain't gonna be cussing each other. We ain't doing that stuff. You feel me? But I said, bro, I let people just talk. Let them talk. You feel me? That's why I said this is why I didn't talk to nobody about, the passing of Daddy, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talk to nobody about it. That's why I said I regret even getting on YouTube telling you niggas, man, because some of y'all niggas are weird. You feel me? Couldn't even grieve on her, man. Doing a video, couldn't even grieve on the video because the nigga in the comments is just stupid. You feel me? People retarded. They just do this stuff. That's why I said that stuff just pissed me off. You feel me? That's why I said we didn't have time to grieve. We had to get back to work. You know what I mean? That's why I said I think a couple of days after that, after we buried him, I think it was about a week or so after we had buried him. You know what I'm saying? I was in the house one day. I was walking in the back room. I think I was about to ask Mama something. I was putting something away. I saw Mama was knelt over the table, just like she was just in like a stressed position. You know what I'm saying? I said, Mama, you ain't like what's going on? And Mama was upset. She was crying. You know what I'm saying? I said, what's wrong, Mama? And she said, she said, I'm just thinking about your father. She was like, just doing this without him is different. You know what I'm saying? And I had to come and be a man. I had to give Mama a hug and tell Mama, like, Mama, it's okay. It's all right. We here for you. You know what I'm saying? That stuff I had to walk on my manly road. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have proper time to sit there and try to grieve as a family. We had to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we don't care about y'all niggas, man. We ain't worried about y'all. You niggas hurt because y'all lost your pastor, man. We hurt because we lost a father. Somebody lost their husband, man. We ain't thinking about y'all niggas like y'all. That's why I said I'm done with this channel. If I don't ever see some of y'all niggas again, I mean that. I don't ever want to see some of y'all ever again. I regret even having a platform when you cotton picking niggas even came over in the first place. I ain't never liked y'all. That's why I say y'all niggas ain't my problem, man. Don't let a nigga grieve and want a nigga to come out here and give the word to you. Nigga, read your own words. Suck eggs, dummy. Go plant your own seeds, you retarded idiot. Why you want me to do something for you? Stupid homeless bastard boy. Why you want me to do something for you? I know what the Bible calls some of these children bastards, man. Y'all niggas are stupid. Looking for everybody to be your father, man. Looking for everybody to lead you and give you something, man, because you're dumb. Can't plant your own seed. That's why I tell niggas, I don't care how I talk to you. I don't care what I said. I mean what I said. I ain't taking nothing back. I mean every word I said, you stupid cotton picker. I mean that. I ain't here to make you feel comfortable. I ain't make nobody feel comfortable, man. I don't care who I lose as a subscriber. I don't care about none of y'all niggas like that. You niggas don't know me. You ain't even never see me one day in your life, man. You ain't gonna never see me one day in your life. I don't want to see none of y'all. Half of y'all probably. I don't want to see y'all. I said, I mean that. That's why I said you cannot tame me. Well, I'm gonna say what I want to say when I want to say it. I mean that. I'm not here for people's pleasure. I do this channel mainly because I want to do the channel. I don't want to do it no more, so I'm just not gonna do it. People want another man of God to lead them. Like, why can't you just do it yourself? I'm not leading you. Don't want to lead you either. It's not my dream. And believe me when I tell you, it's gonna be a pleasure to get rid of some of y'all. Woo! That's why I told people I don't recant for nothing. Like, bro, I'm gonna say what I want to say. You can stamp everything I said and send it to your mom and them. I could care less. I do not got no reputation to uphold, boy. I'm not here to uphold nothing for you niggas. That's why I said you got to learn to stop making people feel comfortable, bro. Sometimes you got to say what you're feeling. That's what we train to do in the church, boy. Train to shut up and just, well, I ain't got to say. I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to say what I got to say. I don't care who I offend. I'm going to say what I want to say. You think I care if I heard somebody feeling because I call them a spirit chucker? Yep, you sure is chucking them spirits. I could care less. Do something about it. So I was an ignorant. Want to come over and mention your father? Like, how you gonna mention a Negro father to him that knew him? I knew the man. You don't. Probably don't even know yours. Sitting there wanting no mine. Well, shut up. You ain't never met us one time in your life. I said, man, going on 10 years, man, Negro still feeling some type of way about stuff. You feel me? That's why I said I don't like everybody coming over and mentioning him, man. Like, I just want to be left alone sometimes. I really do. I like to be left alone. I don't want everybody in my comments flooding that. That's why I only like posting pictures about the man. Because all y'all come over and flood the comments, bro. Like, and again, that's not bad. I'm just saying, like, they be wanting to tag me, want me to see it. I'm not reading that. I don't do it for y'all. I do it for me as a respect. I post it on all my social media. It's out of respect for him. That's like a tribute to him. I'm not doing a tribute to y'all. People come in the comments, oh well, yeah, I commented on like I'm gonna go back and read it. I'm not reading that. Like I don't even check the comments no more. It's the same one of you ignorant keep commenting on the same stuff. It's the same people. Same ones blowing on my DM. Same ones keep going like, yo, y'all are so mad obnoxious. This is why we didn't have time to grieve, man, because you freaking ignorants keep coming over here. This is why. This is why we don't like being on social media. That's why I said my new stuff, boy. I'm blocking that name from coming over there. I'm blocking all y'all niggas coming over. You better not mention that name. I'm blocking you too. I mean that. I don't want to see some of y'all Negroes ever. You got 4 weeks with me. 4 more weeks left. Whew. But they do get tired of people telling people how to grieve, man. That'd be mad obnoxious, dude. Somebody lost a family member. You got one of these old churchy Negroes want to tell people, well, you just gotta like, bro, people are allowed to grieve, man. When Jesus got word that John the Baptist got beheaded, what did he do? Instead, he went to a place of solitude. The people followed him to the place of solitude. He wanted to go there by himself. He needed to grieve. He couldn't even grieve because all you ignorant stuff come over and mess with him. Even our Lord and Savior couldn't even grieve because y'all kept messing with the man. Jesus had feelings, man. He loved John. Jesus loved John, man. That was his cousin. You don't think he felt some type of way? Jesus cried for Lazarus, man. Those was his people. He loved his people. Why you act like a Negro gets saved when we can't have no more feelings, dude? That's why people is mental now and don't even know it. They thought all they do is get saved and it goes away. No, it don't. It don't. You got 20 years of hell in your life, man. And people tell you you can't grieve, you can't feel no type of way, you can't go to therapy, you can't talk to nobody. I'll be dog off. I'm gonna let a former dopehead tell me what I can and can't do. Boy, you need a crack to survive. I ain't gonna listen to no daggone dirty crackhead. A stupid weed smoker. I ain't listening to no dumb nigga. Some wino, wine smoking, drinking, half the cotton picking nigga. You spent your whole life being mental, man. Listen to the devil. You want to try to come and tell somebody what to feel now, you old weed smoker. Oh, no, you ain't trying to talk. Half you crackheads want to give out the word of God now. You smoked all your crack money. Now you want to give out the word of God, telling people how they should and should feel. I know you still on crack, daggone it. You think you a man of God. You ain't no man of God. You ain't called from God to do nothing. Except do what he told you to do. You ain't doing that. Doing everything else. Y'all be listening to former dope heads about the word of God. Why would you listen to him? I don't know nothing. Always a nigga trying to tell somebody how to feel. You always got some dumb, sensitive woman in the comments trying to tell everybody how they should feel about the situation. This ain't funny. No, you can't say that. Like a nigga can't say, well, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. That's why I told all y'all sensitive niggas, you don't like it, get off my page. I don't like you either. I don't like y'all more than the weird ones. Sensitive people, I can't stand y'all, bro. I be going to Chinese water torture some of y'all. Y'all are so annoying. Cry about everything. Some dumb sensitive man or some dumb sensitive woman won't get in people comment section. Well, I don't like how you said that. You raise your voice too much. You're hollering at people. You trying to tone police me through a phone. Like, you see how stupid you is? I don't like you sensitive niggas, man. Y'all gonna make martial law faster. So sensitive over everything. That's why I said you can't be sensitive to roll in this clique. You gonna roll over here, you gonna be real. I allow people, like, of course, we allow people to feel because we humans. We allow people to agree because that's what we do. But I said, but man, we ain't gonna be sensitive about everything. Shit. It's hot out here, man. Why is who's still here? You hear me? Wait, hold on. 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Oh. No, I'm not in isolation at all. That's why I said I'm not going, which I don't say I'm not going to isolation. Just because I don't do this no more doesn't mean I'm going to isolation. It just means I'm not doing this no more. I don't want to do this no more. I don't think y'all understand for the 30,000 trillion time. These are not my people. There are those that say they are, but are not. These are not the ones. These are not my people. This audience is not my audience. This vibe is not my vibe. Me talking out here on the phone is not what I want to do no more. That sucks. I had fun with it somewhat. I'm like, bro, this sucks now. Like, I don't want to do this no more. You know, you get to a point where you just really ask, like, I'm doing a lot of good things in life, but I'm just like, you really ask when I do this. I'm like, what are you doing with your life? Like, what are you doing? Some of y'all never get it. Some people will never get it. 2 years, people don't get it. I'm like, bro, that's fine. I don't expect you to. I don't expect everybody to. I said, I didn't make a platform, man, for sensitive people and people that just, they ain't got nothing to do. So they won't come watch you and they won't criticize and correct everything. Won't be in their feeling. Like, bro, we will not do feelings over here. Right. It's a good change. I said, it's a good change. I've been changing a lot of stuff in my life. It's a good change. This is the best my life has really ever been so far. It's gonna get better from here on out. That's why I said it's so good. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this. That's how you know it's been better when I'm like, I don't even want to do this crap no more. It sucks. Got a bunch of tone polices, man, and cotton pickers all day. I can't stand them type people. I do not want my name tied to none of you sensitive niggas no more, man. I can't stand y'all. It make me look bad that y'all watch me. All people do is come over here and say that's all crap, man. You feel me? Nigga, shut up with your tarot card. Nobody care about that crap. Man, y'all niggas are weird, dude. Tarot card that. Go tarot card the Holy Spirit, you retard. Why is my stuff? So, like, you see what I'm saying? This page ain't for tarot card readers, you stupid idiot. Idiot. Hold on. That's exactly what I'm saying. You ain't my audience. You old freakazoid. Hold on. I haven't been watching you for a long time, but I've been have seen some of your videos and listened to your lives. And the main message I take from you is to focus on your life and live your own life. Exactly. That's good. That was the whole message of the channel. Yo, cuz that was the whole message of the channel was supposed to be. It was just telling people about life, about what I was dealing with in my life, what everybody was dealing with in my life, what they dealing with in life. to relate to people like that. It was not to relate to freaking weird tarot card readers and sensitive dumb church Negroes. It was to relate to people who was actually going through it. I didn't do the video about Daddy Man to reach his audience. I don't want his freaking audience. I want my own. These cockroaches decided to migrate over here because that's what they do. I don't want them. They just happen to come here. They want to make it about theatrics and spirituality. Who's taking up a mantle? Who's going to carry a legacy? Man, nobody carrying nothing. Man, I got my own legacy. Our Darby name is our legacy, man. I ain't carrying on the man ministry, man. I don't want y'all Negroes. I might like y'all. Most of you's cool. Don't get me wrong. A lot of y'all are cool. I'm not talking about y'all. But, some of y'all, if you think he's talking about, yes, I'm talking about you. But no, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I rebuke everything in the name of Jesus. Ain't no name stronger than Jesus. Ain't no freaking weird tarot cards gonna do nothing, man, please. Really did you do something about that nigger that beat your half to death with your tarot cards? Nigger that assaulted you. You can't seem to get them niggas. Ain't no name stronger than the name of Jesus, man. Jesus ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. Please. If that's true, I'd have been killed a long time ago. Jesus decided for it not to happen. Well, it didn't happen. Oh, stupid stuff, man. That stuff don't work. You'll be scot-free from the IRS if that stuff work. It don't work on them. It don't work on white people, so it definitely ain't gonna work over here. Believe me when I tell you. You see what I mean? A retard in here. Just retarded. Like, God, why do I gotta deal with these type of retarded niggas? I don't like these people. I don't think y'all understand. I don't like you niggas. Dang. These are the people Daddy attract, man. A bunch of retards. I don't want you retards, man. I don't like y'all niggas. I ain't never liked y'all ever. Ever for never, ever for never, ever, never. See, I keep proving my point. Y'all keep seeing what I'm saying, man. A bunch of dumb niggas come over here. It's always a random. Like it's always a random. A nigga, a random person. That's what they do. You got me confused. He's one of these little weird white girls. That like white. I ain't white. Don't do that stuff. Tarot cards for white people, anyways. Don't do that. My gosh, man, y'all niggas are retarded, man. That's why I say ain't got no light. Won't watch me. And just for that, the Lord's gonna bless me even more. Just because one of you stupid niggas keep coming in here, and I'll be sure to get on here and show y'all what he did. Every time you idiot, yo, I can't, nigga, I can't make this up, y'all. I'm gonna show you cotton-headed ninny mug or something. I'm gonna show you something. I can't make this up. The blessings are just ridiculously coming now. I can't make it up. I was standing at church today, didn't even do nothing, man. I was just minding my business today. One of the homies walked up to me. He said, "Here, man, lunch is on me." Gave me $20. I didn't ask for it. I didn't know what I did. I just stood there. After service, there, lunch is on me. I said, "What's this for?" He said, "Here, I just want you to have it." I said, "Well, hey, man, praise God." It's getting so ridiculous to the point I don't even have to do nothing no more. This is crazy. Because the Lord knows there's always some freaking ignigs that keep coming in here doing stupid stuff. That's probably why I do a live stream. So you ignigs keep coming in here doing something stupid so I can get blessed. That's probably why. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's getting to the point where I don't even have to do anything. They just falling in my lap because I can't, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm not lying on everything. I can't make this up. God is just doing stuff like never before. I can't lie to you. No power having niggas, man. Y'all just, boy, please go pick my cotton, man. Shut up. That's why I say any more of you niggas want to talk. I don't let you ignig ugly niggas talk for 2 years. I don't let y'all talk for 2 years, man. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. I gave y'all 2 years to run your mouth, man. You can't do nothing. Y'all done got me blessed so much because y'all can't shut up. Do you want to keep talking now? I be trying to tell people be thinking you walking around proud for. I'm like, God, I don't deserve any of this. I don't deserve nothing that you give me, but I keep getting it because niggas can't shut up. And that's another reason to get blessed because an ignig is coming here and run their mouth. All right, let's see what the Lord does, y'all. Let's see what the Lord does in a couple of days. Matter of fact, let's see what the Lord does in the morning. Let's see what he do in the morning. I'm really convinced. I really want to know. Think it's funny. Them same type people. Them be the same type people trying to put witchcraft on Klay Thompson because he cheated on Meg Thee Stallion, and yet they ex-boyfriend still walking around breathing. A nigga that did something to them is still up walking around breathing free. You won't do nothing to that nigga. You want to come curse a nigga that you don't even know because your little thought celebrity got their feelings hurt. These be the same type women. Violence ain't the answer. We're gonna put a hex on them niggas. All these niggas that done did something to y'all still up walking around breathing free, man, doing it to everybody else, and you won't do nothing about them niggas. You won't go curse a nigga that you don't even know. Like, man, please. That's why I said, boy, you better be glad I don't know you in real life. I will have you as my legal slave. I will beat you and make you pick my cotton. Better hope Steve don't ever get in a position of power. I'm bringing back slavery. Everybody that run their mouth getting back in slavery. You think I'm playing? Everybody, white, black, Mexican, everybody. Everybody run their mouth getting in slavery. All you sensitive ignigs, y'all getting in slavery first. You think I'm playing? I'm gonna beat you and make you pick all the worst cotton. I mean it. Freedom of speech done got people in trouble, man. They just talk too much. You wouldn't do it in one of them communist countries. You sure wouldn't. Stupid niggas, man. Understand, y'all. No power is bigger than the power of the Holy Ghost. No power is bigger than the Lord's. Please. Uh, I was watching. I was unemployed, waiting on my job offers this year and a year, and I got another degree. That's what's up. See, and you coming up. See, you're coming up. That's how you do it. Coming up. That's why I said I've been coming up this year. We all been coming up. Despite what a Negro saying, man, you don't think people been trying to do this stuff all my life for a long time? People always been trying to speak negative words on us. It ain't never worked. Just cause your ex-boyfriend used to beat you down, you gotta be a witch now. You want to curse everybody else. You should have cursed that nigga. It's funny you don't never curse the people that need to go get it. You always want to curse everybody else. Like, nigga, please. So I said, I ain't worried about no nigga, no witch, no nothing. Like, boy, please. God is bigger than all y'all. But they don't realize I pray special prayers. This is why I like Africans. 'Cause Africans stay on top of this. They pray special prayers for all you sensitive niggas. They pray to people. They say, yo, whatever you prayed on me, I pray it go back to you. If you pray death on me, I pray it go back to you. And you got sensitive niggas talking about, oh, you can't say, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You have any idea how wicked people is trying to kill you? They praying prayers of death on you and you can't pray it back. No, I'm going to pray it right back to you. And if you drop dead, you know why. You know why. You think I'm going to let you just sit right here and curse, man, I got it with God bless. Man, ain't no God bless you. No, ain't no God bless you. Return to your sender, destroy your sender. Go back to your sender, destroy your sender. Yeah, sensitive Christians. Well, you can't. They're like, when are we ever going to be able to take a stand? That's why the devil whooping everybody all day, man, because you got a bunch of sensitive ignigs. Well, you can't say that. You can't like, yeah. Enemy love y'all. He don't even use them. He just use y'all. That's what he do. That's why Africans will tell you they don't play that. They don't know witchcraft so real. They don't play that. And they say they go back to Europe. If you praying death, I pray it go right back to you. You got some very evil people in this world, man. I don't got no time for no feelings, man. Please. You think I got sympathy for a nigga trying to rape somebody? And nigga trying to run up and rob me? You think I ain't gonna hesitate for 1 second to kill that nigga? Boy, I'm gonna kill you straight. You think I care about your life? I don't care nothing about your life. I don't care nothing about your mamas, your family. If you got kids, I don't care nothing about that. You should have thought about that before you ran up on the wrong one. I don't care nothing about you. And I'm trying to be sensitive. People want to rape you and do all type of stuff. I gotta be sensitive, man. I killed him and I killed him good. I sure did. You got any words, Mr. Darby? I regret nothing. I regret nothing. I meant everything that I did at all. I killed him and I killed him good. See, people like me, people to be scared of. Because we won't think for 1 second. We won't hesitate, bro. We don't care. Any idea what people want to do to you? People will tie your whole family up and take all y'all stuff. And they take it from you. They will take you and your daughters and everybody. And you want to be sensitive. That's why I said, man, this channel sucks. Look who I attract. I can't stand you niggas, man. So I said, I ain't want nobody knowing my name was even Darby, man. Even related to the man, because I attract you stupid niggas. People trying to come in here and challenge you. Boy, I'll straight up fade you in real life, in the spirit, all of it. Bro, I'll fade you. Why I said, man, y'all ain't even worth the gum on my shoe, man. Oh, stupid niggas. I said, man, give me some better people, man. Now y'all see why I keep saying, bro, give me some better people, man. The audience that's better. Give me some better people. Keep being stuck with these niggas. I need quality people, quality stuff. Hey, that's why I say this is why I say I don't worry about nothing, man. The Lord our God fight for us on everything, man. Like God fights for us on everything. Gotta worry about nothing no more. Man, the Lord brought me this long and this far for some ignorant to try to stop it. Man, please. What do nigga think they was gonna do when they said that? Like I'm an entertainer. Oh, really? What is it? What do you think it is? They used to these little white girls, they little Mexicans, they go into this little palm reading stuff. I don't do that. I don't care nothing about that. That's why I said people really be thinking you stupid. Like, bro, you do know that my daddy's side of the family from New Orleans, right? Them niggas be worse. Everybody in New Orleans do daggone voodoo, man. You don't think we know people like this? Like, please. That little white magic stuff ain't got nothing on black magic. Boy, please. Believe it when I tell you, they don't work on us. That little tarot card crap ain't even gonna work on you. Shut up. I know people like that. They go do stuff. That's why I said there's no difference between them and the spiritual weirdos that go look for some man of God to give them a word that ain't even real. That's what they do. Go give them a fake word to make them feel good. That's what people do. Somebody came and told me, they said, oh, I read a poem reading. They told me that I was going to get pregnant and I was going to have a baby. Nigga, that's common sense. That's what you do when a man put his thing in you. That's what happened. You get a baby. Duh. You didn't think it? You didn't think it happened? You don't think you need to, like, you don't know basic physics. You don't know basic human anatomy, dummy. All type of stuff. Yeah, you understand. People are retarded nowadays. They so stupid. People literally come and tell my yeah, somebody prophesied I was gonna have a kid. You supposed to have a kid, stupid. Why is that a prophecy? It's not a prophecy. You're not Sarah. Maybe one thing if you was like barren or something, like some of these people be barren. I said, you ain't barren, you just didn't try yet. So stupid. People are so dumb, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, people are so stupid. They think anything is gold knowledge. That's why I said this is why I said it wouldn't be hard to scam people. It would not be hard to scam people. They are so dumb. Talk about no power, man. No power having cotton picking niggas, boy. All right, well, all God does is just allow people to come here and do that so I can get blessed faster. I wonder what the Lord has in store for thee. I wonder what the Lord got in store for me next. There's no telling. I guarantee you before a full week's off this crazy crappy channel, I said God gonna do something real big and amazing for me. Like he already is. Like I can't even be shocked by it. That's why I ain't even shocked when God does nothing no more. I'm just like this is what he always does. It's like having a child that comes home with straight A's all the time. Like you already know they're gonna come home with good grades because they the good child and they the good one. That's how I look at a guy like God's just always been good. So I'm like, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. He always comes with good stuff. Since when is he gonna let some tarot card reader or some ignorant stop anything he's ever done? Man, please. Niggas with low IQs and low credit scores won't come and give people a word. Yeah, I bet you do, right? I told you, I be thinking that's why some people be ending up dead. I think that's really why some people end up dead. They done found out somebody put a hex on them. Guess what they do? Blow their brains out, kill them. I don't feel sorry for them people one bit. I don't feel sorry for you one bit. Not at all. The same with girls that be wanting to set niggas up to get killed. When they get killed, nobody feels sorry for them. I do not feel sorry for them. That's why you be seeing these murders that go on. Nobody know why they did it. Like, oh, that's crazy. Why would he kill her? Probably because she did something like that. Probably. That's why I try to tell you, boy, that witchcraft don't save you from getting killed. It don't. It doesn't. Do you know who it does not work on? Again, the U.S. government. It doesn't work on the government, bro. It does not work on white people. They do not care. That's how they were still able to conquer everybody's land, still come in, rape and kill everybody because it don't work on them. You would have thought a nigga would have put it to good use. Go find the criminals out here. Go find all the rapists raping everybody. Use your witchcraft for something else. Like niggas gonna come here and give everybody a word. Somebody walked up to you right now, pulled the trigger, they can still kill you, boy. That ain't gonna work. It didn't stop nobody from violating you. It didn't stop nobody from beating you when you was younger. So it ain't gonna stop nobody now, nigga. Hold on. I go this way. I can go this way. Oh my gosh, man. That's why I said people are so stupid. That's why I be trying to tell y'all niggas in my comments, man, stay out my comments with your sensitivity, man. I don't want your stuff. Everybody want to come in here with their feelings, give their point of view on everything. Nigga didn't even ask you. I care what you think. Like everybody's allowed to get their point of view. I'm talking about the ones that's extreme with their point of view. Like, man, shut up. Well, I think, and see, you need to be like this. And see, no, because it's supposed to be like, man, why don't you just shut up? Why don't you do that? That's why I said niggas be in my comment section, comment to the wrong person, man. Go to the person on the street that need it, man. Go say your nephews and your nieces, man, for they take their last breath. Why you worry about a nigga for? What you worry about me for? This ain't a platform for your free speech, nigga. I don't listen to your free speech, nigga. Y'all be getting this messed up. This ain't Instagram, dude. I ain't one of them type of people that be on Instagram. Comment below. Let me know what you think. I don't care what you think. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I turn my comments off on this beast, man. I don't gotta listen to none of you niggas. When I say you see Steve don't care, I don't recant for a nigga. I mean every word I say, I don't care. Care who I offend. If I offend people, good, I offended you. I offend you to your face, nigga. I don't care about none of them. I just keep it real, man. I'm just raw with it. I don't care about none of that. I just keep it real. I don't care if I hurt your feelings. I can care less. I'm gonna say what I want. Say what I gotta say. Some ignorant want to come in here now. Say that old sensitive stuff. I can't stand that stuff. Every time you go in the comments, man, everybody posts. There's always some sensitive woman in there. Some stupid sensitive woman. Guys, this isn't funny. This isn't hilarious. Somebody did a TikTok. It's a funny TikTok. Everybody thought it was funny. The dude was like, "What I really want to do to my girlfriend when she run her mouth is give." She's like, "You don't take it." He got like his shadow ghost, just like boxing her and stuff. It's funny. Here comes some sensitive dumb woman. Oh, this is funny. It's very concerning now. Who beat you, nigga? Who beat you? What crawled up your butt today, bacon bits? What you mad at for? What you crying for today? Like it's a joke. Obviously, the woman was in on it. She was the one that did the video with the nigga. Like it was funny. Everybody thought it was funny. Here come the sensitive women. She's making good points. Like, oh my God, man, y'all just choose to be a victim of everything. And those are the ones that if I run this country, you can be the first niggas drafted. I swear to you, you can be the first niggas drafted. Human Shield, Operation Human Shield. Y'all gonna be the first ones on Earth. I swear to you, you're gonna be the first ones over here. And if you gonna serve my army 35 years, man, 35 years minimum from running your mouth on the internet. So I talking about Trump trying to send us in war with. Hey, Trump, that's okay. Get these niggas. Get them. Draft them first before you draft me. Get them. Now it's a choice. It's a chance to prove your equality is ism now. Do it. I mean, my God, Mo, the sensitivity is just off the chain. Off the chain. My gosh, man, I can't stand Negroes. Stupid, man. Y'all go pray for them sensitive weirdos. You go pray for that old retarded tarot card reader too. For somebody shooting them, do something. He's stupid. You gonna run up on the wrong one day. They gonna do something to you. Can't beat the power of my Lord. I know you tried, but you can't. Now people are so useless, man. So useless. See, these are the ones that you should be in their comments doing this. All these little sensitive, weird, churchy niggas won't be in my comments. You should be in their comments. The tarot card read comments. Go to their comments, do that. Go give out a word on them. Don't be talking about Steve. Go talk about them. Yeah, they ain't even got no power. They'll probably beat you too. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat you niggas. You got no power neither. I'm so tired of a powerless nigga. Across the street there. Across the street. Oh my gosh, man. I had people. I was watching my old live streams, man. I had people all up in the comments. That was on my side, but they was like, "Well, Steve, just try not to say nothing." Because these are the same niggas don't say nothing. Like, no, you gotta say stuff. These people come mess with everybody. Like, bro, you got to say stuff. You got to call it out. You got to ban people. It's always one of you sensitive niggas. See, I wonder why I had no white people come here and say that. No white people told me white people told me out of my business. They told me to do what I gotta do, and you got two stupid niggas in here. You dumb niggas is the only one with don't say nothing. You get your stuff. You just don't pay no mind. How you not gonna pay a nigga mind when they doing stuff like this? How you not? You disturbing the peace, man. People in here don't do that tarot card crap. They don't do that. People come in and try and give out fake words. Nobody came to this channel for a fake word. Some ignig nigga in there now with the Steve. Just you can't say like you know what, man? How about I say? And now I'm gonna get on your case. I'm forget them. I'm gonna get on your case. I don't like people like you more than I don't like people like them. I know they dumb, but I said you. I thought you would have had a lot more common sense because you're smarter. I thought you would be smarter. Oh, goofy. Every time something going, that's why I say I'm tired of you ignigs, man. This is one of the reasons I don't like this channel, man. Bunch of sensitive grandmas over here. Making out you want to do the channel, man. People all over. That's not funny. You can't say that, Steve. And Steve, leave it alone. And Steve, stay focused. Every nigga and their mama come here. Steve, stay focused. I've been focused. How we got a channel, stupid? You wouldn't even be here if I wasn't focused. People come in seeing people do all type of stuff. No defending you, no nothing. They just say something, Steve. You can't just Steve, stay focused. Just let people shank you. Just keep shaking you. But Steve, don't say nothing though. Steve, you gonna go off. Just like well, you why am I going off? Why do I go off? Nobody ever asked the question that. We mad at the pit bull because the pit bull will tear you to shreds. What you do to him? See, leave me alone. Man, some old little ugly sister in here 2 years ago doing that same thing. Man, this nigga cry about everything. She one of them wanna be. I told y'all these are the type of black women that make y'all look bad because they think they speak for all black women. She one of them type. Want to come in and speak for all people. Some sensitive. I said, as a black woman, you ain't got time to be super sensitive. You don't. You ain't in a word that hate y'all niggas. They hate us and they hate y'all. You ain't got time to be sensitive about everything. You ain't white, man. You ain't get to do that. That's why I say you got a lot of brothers that's complaining that some of you black women ain't as sensitive. I like a black woman that ain't as sensitive. She's a real one. She can take jokes. She can take it. It's the super sensitive ones I don't like. I don't want a woman that's super fertile and super sensitive. I want a woman that got some backbone. I like women over here that know some realness. Women that come from the streets, man, that ain't in their feelings all the time. So when you got an ignig in the comments trying to give them a word, they're like, boy, get on, girl, get on. That's why I said, man, give me an audience from Chicago, man. Give me a West Memphis audience or something. Man, I'm tired of you old Idaho niggas. These old Connecticut type niggas. Like, well, y'all so lame. Maryland niggas. I said, like, bro, y'all maybe not Maryland. Some of y'all from Maryland, but just give me people in Baltimore. I'm pretty sure they pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore's a hard life. So give me people like that. So ugly sister got a problem with everything. Was these just this thing? This you can't think this blah 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 trombone sounding like just talk too much. Nigga look like Gretchen off recess. Like, yo, why do you talk so much? Just a nasally voice. He's just on Edna mode, nigga. It's like, bro, why you so nasally? Ray Romano sounding type Negro. Like, why do you sound like that? Every video, every live stream. This is the, you know what I'm saying? You got witches in here, literally trying to bewitch people. And they still sitting there with the just say don't say that blah 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 blah. And I said, that's why you can never run a ministry, because you don't know what goes on in ministry. That's how I know you just got saved. Like you barely even, you still a stupid because you don't know what goes on in church. See, we've been doing this for 30 years. We know what goes on. I ain't got no mercy I can pass for a nigga. I don't. When they them type, not the ones that don't know, but when they them type, I don't care. Because look at the stuff they do. Look at what they do. And we try to tell y'all, it's like, nah, I say, well, you just, the Bible tells us to love thy neighbor, and the Bible also tells people to be strict on people that do this type of stuff. The Bible was the one that said, suffer not a wish to live. That's literally what it said. I don't see the lovingness in that. I said, man, daggone white people ain't even doing this, man. I was like, boy, why I got all white people come over here? They love when I stand on business. You got these niggas. It's always your own people, man. It's like you ain't man enough, and then you turn manly, and now you're too manly. It's like, oh my God, man, make up your mind. That's why I said, man, sometimes Negroes be insufferable. Like, dude, let's get that. Hold on, y'all. One second. Oh, so that stuff is obnoxious, man. We all up in your feels. Sensitive ignig. That's why that silly nigger ain't here no more. Then guess what happened? Guess what the devil do? Go get the weakest link. And the devil could see this nigga was the weakest link. And guess what happened? They got attacked in the comment section. You get attacked in the comment section and you sensitive about that, but you telling me to not take it that way. You know how you tell people don't feel like that until it happened to you. Now here come Ignig doing what they do best. Nobody was there for me. Nobody helped me out. Y'all just did it. Let them take me. Everybody just look at it. Now that's about them. Now they the victim. Now they're the victim. On your platform. I think they just got on you for doing it. Now they're the victim doing it. Everybody. Now everybody just against them. Sounds typical behavior, don't it? Typical. A typical nigga, don't it? See, these are the type of Negroes that I would be okay if white people called you a nigga. I would not defend you. I'll defend everybody else. I won't defend you. You need some people to call you that word because you stupid. Hey, see, I can't even cross the highway. See, I wish I could just run right over there. Like I would run across this highway, but it's extremely unsafe. So now I gotta go all the way up here at this turnabout, turn around, and then go this way. I think that's the way I gotta go. Oh, actually, no, I'm good. I know where I'm at. Okay. You get lost in San Antonio, man. That's so huge. You get lost in typical ignigs and they run their mouth. And didn't realize why I was telling them why I say the stuff that I say. Then I said, well, now do you see why I say the stuff I say? Oh, yeah. Okay, shut up when I'm talking. Shut up when I'm talking. I know what I'm talking about. You don't know nothing because you're stupid. I know what I'm talking about. That's why people be in church and get bewitched. That's how the church split up. Because a bunch of stupid saints can't think for themselves. And one offended brother or sister in there go offend everybody. You don't think that spirit tried to hit Destiny Ministries a lot of times? You don't think Daddy had to deal with that? You don't think Mama got to deal with that now? A bunch of dumb Louisville niggas can't do nothing right. And one time somebody say something they don't like, they gonna get one of their brother or sisters to go bewitch the people. That'd be a whole church split because of Negroes. See, when you sensitive, you can't run the ministry because that's the stuff that go on in ministry. I told you the ministry I go to now here, they a branch off of another ministry that I think is a branch off of another ministry that split. These are I think they was what, apostolic or whatever. They the people that believe in you can't worship God with instruments. Stupidest thing I ever heard in the world. Stupidest thing. And they said half the church wanted to do music, the other half didn't want to do it. The whole church split because they just couldn't do the music. Something that's biblical, they didn't believe it. And the whole church split because of something so stupid. Don't think this stuff don't happen, y'all. This stuff happens. And you want to be sensitive in church. You have no idea. That could be your ministry right there. Somebody would have split your ministry up over the stupidest thing right there. That's why Daddy didn't want everybody being in charge when he went out of town, because he knew Negroes would try to vote you out your own church. Negroes done come back and made it your day church now. See, Daddy could do something right because he wasn't soft and sensitive. Unlike you stupid niggas. He wasn't soft and sensitive. That's why I respect him when he talk. I respect mama when she talk because she ain't like it. I said, you niggas though, I don't respect y'all. I would emasculate you in front of your wife. I would emasculate you in front of your family. You are the softest Brady bunch of all time. Y'all Negroes are just weird. It's a stupid doctrine. But you know, that's what happened when you're stupid in church. These are these old Uncle Tom top dancing Negroes. What the pastor gonna say to thing? What the pastor gonna get? What the apostolic gonna give us? This is one of them type niggas. Don't realize that they still got a brain. God still gave him a brain to think. Well, God, what the pastor gonna tell us? What he gonna tell us tonight? What he gonna give us tonight? And then when that pastor no longer pastors at church, oh, they tired of you Negroes and go do something else. Now they, well, we're gonna do that now. I know he wasn't no real man of God. I know he wasn't real. And I knew you was a dumb Negro to go to church and don't know the word. I knew you was that too. That's how I knew you was gonna fall out when the church fall. I when the church goes somewhere else to do something else. Now you got a problem. All people did was show their true colors when they came over here. Who gonna take the church over there that your daddy going? Why you care for? Why you care? Here's a better idea. Why don't you go start your own ministry? Oh, you can't do it. I forgot you can't do it. You were too stupid to go do anything on your own. You too stupid. You need Pastor Darby to think for you, Steve to think for you, or the U.S. government to think for you. You need somebody to think for you. What a dumb generation. That's why I said I heard one of the politicians say that they said within about what did he say couple of decades or whatever. He said we're having back in change. I'm starting to think he's right. I'm starting to think he could be right. Cause half you niggas are so stupid you can't think for yourself, boy. I swear to you. It's always a nigga on something. It's a conservative nigga or it's a nigga. It's always a nigga on something. You can't think for nothing. You need somebody to tell you something. You got to fit in with white people or you got to fit in with the niggas over there. You just can't do nothing on your own. I chose to come to a city that ain't nobody at. Every nigga from Louisville want to move to Dallas, man. Joe them, people from my church moved over there. You feel me? There's a whole nother Louisville down there. I'm like, I ain't trying to go over where y'all Negroes is. I don't like y'all. I don't care about y'all like that. Like, we cool. I like y'all, but I said, I ain't trying to be around y'all every day. That's why I moved from Louisville, so I ain't got to be around y'all every day. I tell Joe, he was like, well, I wish you would have moved to Dallas. I wish I wouldn't have. I don't want to move to Dallas. That's the reason I didn't go there, because y'all there. It's the whole reason why I came here. Far away from y'all. I don't think you understand. I don't want to be around y'all niggas like that no more. I don't. Because Stevie, thank you for he's stealthy. That's what's wrong with our black community now, man. We got a bunch of ignorance, can't think on nothing. If it ain't a rap song or a dance, man, Negroes can't focus. You feel me? That's what Daddy said. He said, man, ain't a rap song to teach him education because Negroes can't think, can't sit there and read a book. And I was like, that is so true. They already did a test experiment, man. Here's some money somewhere in the house, and Negroes checked everywhere else but the books. Because they knew Negroes ain't gonna check the books. There's a whole bunch of money they hid, and Negroes never checked the books. They checked everything else but the books because the nigga don't read. You know, if I had that experiment, guess what's the first thing I'm gonna check? The books. Because I know they don't think black people think. They don't think black people smart. We don't stuff. I don't even blame people for having the stereotypes they got no more. Because I'm just like, bro, I'm starting to see some of it's true now. So I said, I ain't mad at that pastor. No, man, pastor. He's like, nigga got a problem about everything. Like, he's like, I've been dealing with 45 years. I said, and as I promise you, that's how Moses felt. Dealing with Negroes for 45 years. He said he's Gen Zers. He said he's raps and rap music. He said they're a bunch of animals. It's like a zoo. I said, Pastor, hey, look, Pastor ain't told no lies, but I don't care how his delivery was. He's funny. I said, this is the Uncle Ruckus of preaching. Like, he literally like Uncle Ruckus. I'm starting to think Uncle Ruckus got a point. Tired of these niggas. Don't trust them new niggas over there, bro. Don't trust them. I don't. Young Metro don't. I don't. Nobody do. Uncle Ruckus don't. We don't. As much as they hollering about Obama, Obama don't trust you niggas either. Don't nobody trust y'all, man. That's why I just get on here and just start spitting straight facts, man, and what I'm thinking. You feel me? Tired of niggas. That's why I said we ain't doing this no more. I ain't doing this. Made a full career in dealing with Negroes. I think not. I think not. And that's why you see now, I told you that's why you see now there's a lot of churches that are closing down. A lot of churches are going on sabbaticals. A lot of churches are taking breaks and doing whatever. The Bible, that's what we learned today too. Like the Bible literally tells you to take your sweet rest, to take a break. We train to do church all the time. You gotta do Sunday service and Wednesday service and gotta do this and counseling behind closed doors because a Negro can't do nothing right. Like we tired of it. Mama literally keep preaching that. She said, bro, she said, Pastor Steve was tired. Daddy was tired, man. You ain't never seen him. He was so tired of Negro. He was tired of doing Negroes. But so many times she just thought about quitting, man, because Negroes are stupid. Because we never, if we would have took our proper rest, we probably would have been well energized. We never could do that. That's why every Negro worry about who gonna take over the church. Don't worry about a Negro. I'm sorry you late. You what 10 years late to the ministry now. I'm sorry you just now found it because you smoking dope this whole time. But you know what? If you was there laboring with us, you would understand why we doing what we doing. You would understand why we all are living our life. Some freaking ignorant want to get in on the grace now. Now they want to ask questions, want to know questions. Now, Negro, shut up. Go change your mama diaper. Don't worry about who gonna run the church. Don't worry about who gonna be the next in kin. Man, it ain't gonna be you. You ain't gonna never have it, so don't worry about it. Like people be like, oh, I'm gonna miss this channel. I'm not. I'm gonna miss nothing about this channel, man. Please, I'm done. We got the best of the best people over where we at. Some of y'all want to get at it. You better start talking. You got 4 weeks. Better start talking. Don't miss nothing about this channel, boy. I don't want to do no more live streams. I don't want to do no more vlog videos. I got my own thing going on. I don't want no more of y'all Negroes on nothing else that I'm doing. I mean that. I realize people cannot live. They can't live unless they have somebody give them a scripture of the day. Like y'all are so dumb. Like, bro, Negroes are so stupid. Let every man have his own relationship with the Lord. You want me to do it for you? Y'all know you want me to do it for you because you stupid. Oh, government cheese niggas, man. I'm tired of y'all. Since the 70s all the way to now, man, niggas always got their hands out for something. Always want something. You know, every Negro crotch, man, everybody's wave, everybody's timeline. Oh, Uncle Tap dances, man. I'm tired of you tap dancing Negroes. Hold on. It's crazy. I don't already walk 6 miles. I walk 6 miles every morning. This is nothing. You see how fast this goes, bro? I can walk 6 miles every day. I understand why I do this, bro. So I said people have no idea what you have to do, what you went through. I remember one time, bro, my car was out of commission a couple of months ago. This is the process I was going through because God was making it better for me. My car was out of commission. I could have chose to take an Uber. I took an Uber to church, but something told me I was like, bro, I want to actually walk and talk with God at the church. I really did that. I looked at how far because I live further away from where the church is. I live kind of like outside the city limits. You know what I'm saying? This is like you see the nice. I was actually gonna move to these ones right here. These are a little bit more money. I was gonna move to these ones first, but it's still out the way. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember I asked somebody. I said, or I asked Siri. I was like, how far is where I live at from church? By car, it's like 15 minutes. It ain't that far. You take the highway, you take the back road. You know what I'm saying? By walking, 3 hours. 3 hours. And I said, you know what? Something told me it was just like, walk, go walk. I said, well, I don't want, it's after Sunday, man. I don't want to catch you Uber and go home. I was like, you kept saying you want a quality time with God. You kept saying you want to talk to God. This is a quality time. Walk. And I walked the whole way. Because I said, well, maybe I'll walk and I see how if I get tired. And I said, maybe I'll call an Uber there. I said, nope, walk. This is sacrifice, right? Walk. And like Moses, them, I walked to the promised land. And I remember I walked the whole 3 hours. I prayed the entire 3 hours. I don't think I've ever really been on a 3 hour walk and talk. I don't think I've ever done that before. But I said, hey, it's time to try something new. I said, it's going to pay off one day. Just do it. Now I see why I paid off. I thought I was just a coincidence walking every morning for 6 miles in the morning, going on my runs, my jogs, and my prayer walks and all that, doing my thing. You feel me? And then I realized why I was doing it. I realized why I was doing it. Because now walking is nothing. Walking 6 miles is nothing. I do this all the time. I do this every day. See, that's the sacrifice you got to do sometimes. Because I realized ain't nobody gonna hold your hand, Steve. Ain't nobody gonna always do it for you, Steve. I refuse to be one of these ignorants with my hands out like this all day. It's all you do. Oh, blue sisters from proud families. All you do is hold your hand out. Want something. That is so annoying. You never give, you never do nothing. You always want this. When somebody give you something. That's why I said, do you know what I do? I take care of the people that take care of me. The people that help me out of my time of need, I got a mental note. And I said, and I told them, I said, you ever need something, you let me know. Shout out to my peoples, man. They helped me out with my car uh really this year and last year. And I told them, I said, hey man, you ever need something anytime, any day, you call me. That's why when they need stuff done at church, guess who they call? Steve. I'm there. Don't worry. I want to be a service. Y'all showed me love. I'm gonna show y'all love right back. And that's why I said I'm staying healthy. That's why everybody like, how you got an 8 pack? Cause I'm out here walking. How you slim and eat whatever you want? Cause I'm out here walking. I'm out here doing stuff. I'm working out. Take care of myself. There's benefits to this. It's probably why the Bible tell you go on your prayer walks, man. Go out and spend time with God because you stay healthy, stay slim. And look at some Negroes now. I'm like, well, I know you ain't walking and talking with the Lord. Look at you. How you think if there was an EMP that went off tomorrow and everything electronically went down and we gotta walk like we did back in the Bible days? Like, how you think you're gonna survive? You can't even walk up the block. Like, I don't understand how people are doing it. They your prices on. I said, how you think you're gonna be able to do this and survive? That's why I said when the time come, man, God forbid we don't want it to happen. I said, boy, I'm gonna be parkouring off buildings. We gotta run, gotta be flipping, be a movie stunt actor or something. You feel me? Like, you see this all over the world. You go to Costa Rica and see this. Everybody over walk, they be walking. Ain't no hover rounds. Ain't no hover rounds. They ain't no lazy Americans, man. They have the old people 80 years old still up walking. It's only the United States. There's a special type of stupid here. People just really stupid, lazy, don't want to do nothing. That's why they won't. You do it. That's why I said, let's get out here and be influential, man, for God or something. Like, let's do something. Tape it on this internet, man. Don't turn into a bunch of things. Turn into a bunch of podcasters, bro. Everybody on her podcast just talking about people's stuff all day. Podcasters got no talent. All y'all niggas did was take other people's content, man, go react to it. Y'all got no talent. No musical abilities, no video creating skills, no nothing. You just talk smack about everybody. Told me to do a podcast. Why? So I can be a loser? No. Podcasting on nothing. Podcasting on Jack, man. I'm not saying if you do a podcast, you like it, but I'm saying, but most people do this type of stuff because they ain't got no original talent. I got original talent. I got original gift. I'd rather go work that. I don't want to do no podcast. I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't want to call this to the radio station. I don't do that stuff. Ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna be nothing but a bunch of niggas calling in with 8 stupid questions. Bunch of big nigga questions. Everybody want to ask about your father and how'd your father die. A bunch of these type of stupid niggas. I ain't trying to talk to y'all. Anybody that mention my father, I ain't trying to have one word conversation with you, man. I ain't trying to have one word conversation with you. Unless you're respectful. Don't get me wrong, you're respectful, but some people they be just information whores, man. Just trying to learn everything. Like, I ain't trying to tell you nothing. I don't even like telling y'all stories, or because I always got some big nigga here and want to eavesdrop on everything. People are asking, man, you gonna be savvy on doing the channel one? No. How you feel that tank is with somebody else? Good. I gave him to somebody else. I want to be with somebody else, but I feel good. I'm living my life. I'm doing me. That's got to be necessary change, bro. I'm so happy. Necessary change. What's up, Mike? Doing my thing, man. Shoot. That's why I said, bro, whose talks I live in. I ain't pastoring this channel, nigga. Please. I try to give everybody free will over. I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't want to lead you. I don't want to do any of that. I just like, bro, just come over here, be respectful, be cool. Ain't no rules over here. Just be respectful. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over weird. That's it. Niggas can't do that. What's the word today, bro? What's the skew? Here's a word for you. Go get that Bible that's sitting in your corner. I want you to open it up and whatever page you land on, go study that verse. Go study that chapter for the day and write a paragraph on what you learned. Do it, boy. That's what we had to do. We had to do that stuff when we grew up. Mama and them was like, "Hey, go read the Bible and write a chapter or write a paragraph on what you studied with that verse. Go meditate on it and write something." We did that at like freaking 12 years old. You 44-year-old niggas, you can do the same thing, dummy. You can do the same thing. I know why you're in your feelings all the time. You ain't in your word. You always crying about everything. I don't like y'all. My gosh, man. I was told people, man, for years. I was like, bro, you just get tired. That's why I don't even, that's why a lot of men don't tell people how they feeling because it's always a nigga trying to tell you how to react. Always trying to tell somebody how to feel about stuff. A lot of men that keep it to themselves, man, and go punch the wall or something. I just go sit there and look at the wall. Like we don't even want to tell nobody, man, because you always now you got men sitting here telling you how to react. You can't even say nigga now. Old gay lord over here is like, hey, bro, you can't talk like a dude. Like you always say you're aggressive. Like now niggas call you aggressive. What in the gay lord is this? Like we don't talk like that. Then they wonder why men go blow their brains out, man. I was getting told how to feel about everything. Always a nigga want to fact check everybody about everything. You gonna get mad at me like you don't listen to nobody. I sure don't. I'm gonna end up dumb like you. Cause I'm gonna listen to people like you. Told you, man, don't be going off what people think about you. Boy, if I would have went off of what people thought about me, I'd have killed myself a long time ago. Believe me when I tell you. Ain't nothing you can say to me. I ain't said to myself already. Man, please, I look at myself every day in the mirror and say the worst stuff about you. Like, you think I care? Boy, please. I draw myself with a permanent marker every morning in the mirror. Like, look at this filthy whore right here. Look at this filthy idiot. I'm a wretched sinner. Wretched sinner. I turn my clothes every morning, put ashes on top of my head. You think I care, boy? Like, believe me, boy. That's why they told us in men's camp. They said we're gonna do an exercise. They said take a piece of paper. It's a paper with names on it, and it's a paper with new names. They said on this paper with names, write down all the bad names that everybody's ever called you. So I was just writing stuff down. I was laughing while I was writing it. I said, "Little nigga, dumb nigga, idiot nigga, nigga." I was writing stuff. Bro, I was laughing. It was a moment of silence. But I was over laughing while I was writing it. I said, "Yeah, she sure did call me a dumb nigga." I said, "Yeah, put that down there." I said, "Stupid nigga, yeah, that's one. Write that down." I was writing all the type of names down. I just started writing. I was like, I'm just gonna write down everything. Then they said, now I want you to write on the new names, what God will call you, what you call yourself. And so I just wrote it down. So they said, here's what you do. You put them in the envelope, and they said you take it out there to the fire and throw it in there. They said them old names you was called, there's no more. That was a good exercise. They said write down all the people in your life that you have an issue with or you had issues with, and write it in there. And then they said what you do is you take it out there and you throw it in the fire and you burn it up and you never see it again. You never bring it up again. I said, oh, this is a simple exercise. Yo, do you know I was holding on to that envelope? So I was like, bro, this is really you letting go. You really gotta let go of it. I said, but I've been calling a nigga my whole life. I said, hold on. I looked up to the stars. I said, oh man, tis it be, tis it the realness? Like, towards the night before Christmas. I was the one of them towards the night before Christmas type niggas. Like, bro, I was like, hold on, man, I gotta throw this in the fire. I was really like, I'm gonna throw it in the fire, but I was like, wait a minute. I said, this is really symbolic. You gotta think before you do it. You really gotta let it go. So I said, I went out there to men's camp, man, got healing. You feel me? I wasn't gonna go there. That's why I said, man, I went out there, got some healing, got feeling good. You feel me? I ain't have to do a channel for days. We ain't do no electronics, man. We was barely even on our phone the whole time we was out there. That was nice. Which meant no live stream, man. No more niggas. To be around some fellow men, man, of all colors, man. Fellow men. Dang. That's why they told her. I remember I told y'all the first thing they said about men's camp, man. Don't bring up your race or your job, your politics, your belief system. Don't bring it up. No fights, no discussions, no bickering, no nonsense, none of that. And that was a really good rule because you got people that'll come in there and just bring up the stupidest stuff. They'll come in there and try to figure out how they better than people. And you know what I'm saying? I'm conservative, I'm liberal, I'm neither. Like everybody just that's all they do, man. I'm 7 Day Adventist or I'm evangelical, I'm Baptist, I'm Pentecostal. You know what I'm saying? Like people just coming all type of stuff. That's why I said we made real connections out there at men's camp. I said it felt good to be. I don't even like all men stuff, but I said it felt good to be around real men. These are real men with families and wives, and you know what I'm saying. They engaged or something. You know what I'm saying? That was a brother. I actually need. I actually didn't. He didn't hit me back yet. Oh, I guess we just lost contact or whatever. But it was a dude that I went to the camp with. Um, he was a tall white. I mean, he was a tall white guy, man. And I told him. I said, yeah. I said I'm from San Antonio because it was in another city. I said I'm from San Antonio. He said, yeah, I'm in San Antonio too, man. Like right up here. And I said, y'all live in this? So he said, I go there area all the time, bro. He said, yeah, man, same. Because we go to the it's a branch. My church I go to here is a branch off of a mega ministry. That's the mega ministry he goes to. And I said, y'all ain't been to that one yet, you know what I'm saying? And so he had hit me up one day. He said, yeah, bro, it's all love in 2 weeks. I said, man, we go get some lunch, man. You know what I'm saying? Like break it down as brothers, you know what I'm saying? And I said, I like stuff like that. Said making fellowship, man, breaking bread with the brothers, literally. You feel me? I like things like that. Being around strangers, man. Negroes don't even know me, don't even know who I am. No, have no idea who I'm related to, nothing. You feel me? Like just random people. That's why people think they was like, oh, well, I know you probably don't talk about your father. I'm like, no, I do. I talk about him a lot to people who don't know me. I talk about him all the time to people who don't know me because I know with people who don't know me ain't freaking weirdos. My gosh, man, some of y'all obsessed with the man, bro. Y'all so obsessed by everything. Y'all just got to know the scoop on how he died and everything. Y'all niggas are mad obnoxious. I tell people all the time here how he died. They can understand it because they're not freaking weirdos like y'all. They actually cool people. I know a woman that go to our church, man. She lost her husband in the same exact way. That's why she could identify. Well, I said, I don't care how I come off, man. I tell people that all the time. You sound angry. Good. Don't come back. Niggas want an apology. You gonna be waiting. Channel's getting terminated in a month. You gonna still be waiting for a long time. You ain't getting one from me. I promise you ain't getting one from me. The difference between me and you is I'll say it to your face. I'll stand right there in your face and put my fingers in your face and say it. You think I'm playing? I ain't scared of a nigga. I'll put my fingers right in your face, boy. Sweet over here. You wanna do something? I'm gonna do something about it. That's why I said I would love to host something for the men over here. I forgot. Got sensitive niggas over here. Gonna be 15 out of 100 we come over. You feel me? Probably more than that. You like any see them like anything you see like Norbit niggas. That's why if it's one thing I could tell Daddy, man. If I could talk to Daddy right now, one thing I would tell him is, hey man, thank you for not going soft on me. Thank you and mama for not going soft on us. Some of the stuff I felt like was a little unnecessary, and some of it kind of was. But I said, but most of the stuff that you did, I said, no, you needed to talk to us like that. You needed to scold us like that, man. Cause I'm like, Daddy, look at these dumb niggas. I said, Daddy, you don't know how bad it's gotten since you been gone, man. Niggas done got softer. Soft. Like, could you imagine if I was one of them? Like, oh my God, dude, I would hate my life. I would hate myself, dude. Some days I really don't know how lucky I am, man, to have a great father like it in my life, man. Cause I'm just like, bro, you could end up like one of these niggas. You could end up just like them. No identity having, want to be deep for everybody else type nigga. Stupid. This super sensitivity stuff, bro. I can't take it. I can't stand people like that no more. That's why I said shout out to that pastor, Pastor Tony Spell, that beat that dude up across the street. Yeah, shout out to that pastor. You did right, Pastor. Y'all probably seen the viral clip. He went across the street and beat that dude up. And I said, yep, and that's what he needed. And that's why most people in the comments, I stand with the pastor. I stand with him. People push you to your limit. You don't think that bro, Daddy was ready to do that stuff all the time, bro. People came disrespectful. You ever came to his family sideways, boy, Daddy would hurt a Negro about his family. He did not play that dude. Daddy will kill you about his family. And so will we. Got a sensitive nigga in the comment. You just gotta turn the other cheek. Somebody gonna rape your daughter. You gotta turn the other cheek. I beg to differ. You know what? After I'm done beating them up, I'm gonna beat you up. We need a lot of spiritual DPs. A lot of people need to get spiritually DP, bro. Y'all talk too much. That's why God will never use y'all for the kingdom, man, because you're slow and you're sensitive. Always some sensitive. Oh, I can't stand a sensitive nigga, man. Y'all not gonna be able to survive when the apocalypse comes. You think gonna sell their soul to go get a meal? Don't listen to any antichrist doctrine, man, because they so dumb and sensitive. You don't think they're gonna be the first people? He's gonna be the first people to get all our guns taken away. He's gonna be the first people to get all our rights taken away. And then when it happens, they're gonna be sitting there. I can't believe what's happened. Look, yeah, I know you can't believe what's happening. Stuff is obnoxious, man. Ugh. So for 2 years, we didn't play none of that over, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I did this channel the way I want to. Offending a lot of people, and I'm offending a whole lot more, and I'm gonna keep offending them because I'm taking my best clips from here and just putting them in other posts on other channels. Right, TikTok, YouTube freaking sucks now. YouTube short sucks, so I'm just gonna start putting it on TikTok. Bring people many more laughs for many more years. Care how I make you feel. If anybody I care how I make feel, why do I care about how some phony racist white person and a nigga care? Why do you think I care about two of y'all how y'all feel? Nigga, please. Why I would hurt y'all feelings for fun, man. And then I will hurt you if you ever do something about it. Like, boy, I do not care. Y'all really think somebody really be scared to really be like this? Like, people ain't scared to express themselves. You got a voice, I'm gonna have my voice. Walk on somebody like you gonna do something. I said that'd be the daggone day. We gonna see what's gonna happen. There's a reason you have behind that keyboard. We know what's gonna happen if you do it in real life. We know what's gonna happen, daggone. Well, I said this channel could have been a lot more spoiler, boy. If I was getting on here giving out word, trying to be deep for everybody, it's trying to be a whole lot more spoiler. That's what everybody thought when they first came over. That's what they thought the first live stream was. First live stream of me ever was really doing the piano playing. A Sunday morning, it was like a Monday morning worship or something like that. I had 7,000 people tune in. I'm like, I don't know why y'all all came over here like y'all was gonna. This is what you getting. This is what you gonna get. People coming over here, man, want to spew their knowledge. See, they didn't realize we had jokes. See, we got jokes over here. Then you get your little spiritual weirdo feelings hurt. Now you want to run off to your little nigga over here. Somebody call him out. Like, that's gonna do something. I'm still talking the same exact way. I'm still doing the same exact thing. You niggas ain't did nothing. You ain't stopped nothing. I went harder in on y'all than ever before because, like I said, I really didn't care about it at first until they kept running their mouth. I said, "Oh, so y'all can think y'all gonna do something." I said, "I'm gonna show you how much you ain't got no power. I'm gonna show you how much I ain't in effect." I heard these niggas all the time, man. You ain't got no power, man. Shut up. Before I slap you, nothing. I'm convinced I could slap the crap at you. You would stand there and let me. I'm. That's really sad. I'm convinced these are the type of people that would see the wet willy coming. You just do the wet willy, put in the air, and they would sit there and let you. Well, I'm not even joking. I really think they like it. No Gideon skills, no situational awareness. Just dumb as a bag of rocks, man. Just dude, stupid, stupider than these pebbles. Just land on the ground. Just dumb. Why the Bible say even the rocks are cry because the rocks ain't even that dumb. Walk 6 miles, boy, and some J's. I don't walk 6 miles and some J's. I see that. Still fresh, still new. You know you a soldier when you can walk 6 miles in some Jordans. Usually I walk 6 miles in some Converse. I like my running shoes. Like, well, I done walk 6 miles in some J's. These ain't even the most comfortable type. I mean, they pretty high. They pretty comfortable. Still. I want. Well, who's still here? Any of y'all fools in here, man? Who's still in here? Blah, 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 blah. Ouch. Let nobody tell you it ain't possible to walk 6 miles. It is. I just did it on camera in front of y'all. I just did it. You can do it unless, like I said, like I said, my heart goes out to the paraplegic. My heart goes out to the people that got real health problems and stuff like cancer and paraplegic and stuff like that. Like I have a heart for them. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only people that I won't mess with. You know what I'm saying? I don't like everybody get jokes, but I said I don't joke on them because I'm like that stuff is serious. I don't think that's a joking matter. You know what I'm saying? But even a lot of them like to turn their situation to a joke. They like to be funny because they like to uplift their spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but me personally, I don't go after them because I'm just like, my heart goes because I know it's hard, man. It's a hard life for them. You know what I'm saying? The rest of you ignigs are just dumb. I don't feel sorry for you. You just stupid. Like, nobody care about you. Stupid is not a disease. I wish it was. I declare it a mental illness. Maybe it is mental illness. I don't know. Y'all just stupid. But that's why I stay far away from you, boy. I ain't trying to catch the stupid. I see you. I see you. Starting to think sensitive is just it's like a new wave of corona or something. Like everybody catching a sensitivity now. Daggone. It's like, dang, bro, I can't be stupider than what you is. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, these are the type of Negroes. You go to KFC, would you like to supersize it for $2 more? This is new. 5 days. You see the background. That's got aliens outside. The world's in an apocalypse stage. It gets rebranded to like the year 3000. Yes, yes, supersize it. Mm. These are these type of Negroes. They so dumb. The joke goes over their head. They be laying in bed like 8 hours later. Ha ha! Like ha ha, niggas. Like they wake up, wake their wife up and everything. Ha ha! Like what? Oh, he's sitting there like, hey, hey, he was insulting me. Ain't no worse time to tell somebody a joke. One of these ignigs a joke, and it's just like it goes over their head. It's just like, what? I don't get it. It's like, oh my gosh, man, you just ruined everything. Like, you notice you can't trust him type of nigga. Like you don't even want to talk to him. Like he's a little slow. You know, we need to start doing bringing back flashcards. We need to start playing charades. If Negroes seem to not be able to think, can't even talk on cue. So we got to bring back flashcards. Negroes with the Dungeon and Dragons roll the dice and just talk real quick. Just like I say, a swell day. Mm. Phew, I really should have brought my rag. I've been down out here, boy. I walked 6 miles in these shoes. See, when they say you ain't walked a mile in my shoes, you ain't walked 6 miles in my shoes. That's why you're behind a keyboard now. You're too stupid to walk. That's why I said shout out to the paraplegics, man, and people that's going through them type of situations. My heart always went out to those type of people, man. Cause I know it's hard, man. I seen a dude that got shot in Baton Rouge. He got shot up at like a party and he lost his ability to walk, man. He got paralyzed. Sad, you know what I'm saying? And so the dude that was interviewing him asked him, he said, what was going on in your mind, man? He said, I don't know, man. It's a lot. He said, I thought that nobody was gonna love me no more. You know what I'm saying? I thought nobody was gonna want to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? He said it was all in my head though. He said when you're in them type of situations, like it's all in your head. Cause I know that's what everybody dealing with. It's just like, dang, man, will somebody still love me? You know what I'm saying? That's sad. It's like You know what I'm saying? Like they looked at as less as a human. They're not less of a human than me or you. You know what I mean? Why Negroes is taking standing and walking for granted, man. People wish they could stand. Wish they had they wish they had ability to stand. You feel me? And some fat Negro sitting behind a computer screen want to be critical, being an ignig and everybody comments. How about we give them the ability of your leg usage since you want to use it? How about we switch them out for you since you want to be stupid with your life? How about we give it to somebody who want to do something? That's why I said I got a heart. It just ain't for the people that's dumb. I got a heart for the people that need it. Those are the ones I want to reach. Anyways, this old blasted channel, man. I'm reaching a whole bunch of illiterate, able but illiterate ignorant. Like, bro, why I got these type? The dumb niggas. Oh, hold on. What's it? I tell you, you just get so tired of people, so tired of Negroes. I said, "You be dog on deck. I'm gonna keep dealing with y'all, boy. Please, I'm not this beast." Some stuff just don't make no daggone sense. But I forgot you dealing with niggas, nothing makes sense to them. I don't know. Yo, niggas are the only people that'll question everything, bro. They'll question anything, everything. Don't matter what you're doing, man. Why you putting the peanut butter on the bread first? You supposed to put the jelly. Nah, see, the jelly goes on the bread first because it's a social construct of the injustice and racism. Like, nigga, shut up. I can't stand you niggas. Everything is about a freaking analogy with you niggas. About racism, spiritual lesson. Like, dude, y'all not Jesus. You don't got no parable scriptures, man. You don't get it. Dude, shut up. My gosh, man. That's why I don't like doing music around Negroes, man. They think this is a great time to spew they word. Like, it's not about you. They can't just say, hey, bro, good job of playing the piano, man. God bless you. They won't come in. I see if thus thou saith the Lord and the scripture said, like, what ain't the time to do this? See, brother, I prefer jam over jelly because they're like, oh my God, dude, shut up. You know, crazy thing, man, ain't even that hot out here, man. But Negroes make your blood boil. They make you start sweating and everything. Hmm. Boy, we tired of this junk. Heck on, boy. He's just tired of Negroes, man. Arguing and everything. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember his name. Y'all need to go look at Fast Up, bro. It's funny. It's always a problem with these niggas. You can't tell a nigga nothing. Got a problem about everything. It's the way he was talking. Hey, bro, I was crying. I was crying. That's the same pastor that went viral for saying that they doing Sodom and Gomorrah. He said the Lord's gonna give him a fire up the butthole. Yeah, the Lord said, I'll give him a flame up in that butthole. So they doing other similar things. funny. I was like, yo. He said, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Your niggas are crazy." Hey, bro, I was fed up. He said 45 years to deal with these niggas. Hey, yo, that sound like Uncle Ruckus. Oh my gosh, bro. That sound like Moses, dude. Tired of Negroes, man. He said, "Niggas got questions about everything." I said, "Bro, it's sad." When somebody was in the comments, they said, "Bro, they said it's so sad that it's not funny because it's true." It's unreal. That's what makes this stuff funny, because it's true. It's like, bro, he's not telling a lie. It's like, dude, you can't be mad at people for telling the truth. Like, I know it sting people, but it's like, bro, it only stings because it's the truth. It's only funny because it's the truth, man. That's why I said that's the funny thing about stereotypes, man, when it comes to all ethnicities, because it's kind of true. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Hold on, y'all. Yes, they heard me. Oh my god, bro. Oh man. Hold on. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's why I said it's the title. Oh man. That's why I said, like, bro, we ain't gonna be sensitive about nothing because we know stuff be true. It's like, nah, we ain't gonna act like this stuff don't exist. This stuff exists, dude. That's why I said it don't matter what's true or not. People have always be like, well, it's the way you deliver it. Like, they have to deliver it the way I daggone please, man. Please. I ain't worried about no delivery. I don't care about how I make a nigga feel. Well, please, I don't care. That's like telling a bigoted hatred, a bigoted hated racist that's over there doing what they doing, want to hang niggas, and we call them out, but we like, well, I ain't mean to yell at you though. I meant exactly to yell at you, nigga. Yes, I meant to yell at you. Yes, I did. That ain't funny what you said. They got people laughing at that little 1-year-old boy that got shot at that Walmart. The police killed that little, what was it, 1-year-old toddler. And people laughing, and you think if we call him out and beat him up, we gonna be like, hey, bro, I ain't mean to step on you a couple times. No, I meant to step on you a couple times, but it's messed up. Care how I deliver stuff, man. You got evil people and think I care about my delivery, boy. You better hope I don't deliver you in a body bag. You better hope the least somebody do when you try to touch that kid is beat you up and report you to the police. You'll leave it out in a body bag in this beast. Think people you don't care, boy, please. It's always a sensitive nigga. Want to show up now. Want to be Uncle Tom. Say things nice. And no, I'm gonna say things the way I said it. That's one thing I always hate about relationships, man. You always got something sensitive. It's always usually a sensitive woman. All being they feeling. You ain't like you ain't even saying nothing mean. You ain't saying like girl get over. I ain't saying nothing like that. I was like, hey man, come on, let's not do this. Like I ain't trying to fight you. Or like, hey, stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can say it a little nicer. No, I can say it the way I said it. Stop doing that. Stop trying to start stuff, nigga. Trying to fight you. You the hellraiser starting stuff because you and your feelings, man. It's old sea serpent on your ear, like the devil talking to Eve in your ear all about some stupid stuff all day. You will come in with your problems and I'll call you out now. You can be a little nicer. You can shut up. That's what you can do. You can learn to shut your mouth, nigga. We wouldn't fight if you be quiet. Why be scared to tell it like it is? Like, nigga, we only argue because of you, because your insecurity. Care about your feelings? Can't talk like a reasonable adult, and you think I'm gonna care how I deliver this to you? Well, maybe you should learn to deliver your problems better than me. Yeah, in Mississippi, that's crazy. You got them laughing at that, talking about if the mama would have just complied. I was like, yep, and if Austin Metcalf would have kept his hands to himself, he wouldn't have got shanked. That ain't funny no more. It ain't funny no more, is it? I was like, you think I care about a delivery? Does that hurt people's feelings? Man, I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Hurt your feelings? Yep, I'm talking to you. I don't know why people always act like who he think he talking to. Like, well, if I ain't talking to you, what you got to worry about? Why I ain't talking to you? I said, you know why you hit? Because I'm talking to you. That's wild. Mm, 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 mm. I'm sitting down. I'm already back in my car. I was like, I don't want to sit down. I don't walk 6 miles in these shoes. Cause like 6 miles. You'll see that. 6 miles in the J's. What is this on? What is it? Oh, so I got washi. She gets dirty and everything. Hmm. So I said it's a cool breeze out here, man. I've been walking 6 miles, you get heated. So I said niggas make it hotter too. Make it hot. They said that walk was 3 hours. That's not no 3 hours, dude. I did this like yeah, it was fast. It's only that long because I think the highway road's like you gotta understand, man, with Steve be cheap. Like, bro, I be like it too. Yeah, yeah, I used to do that. I said, man, like with my car, whenever I had to like take my car to the shop or something, like, you gotta catch a Uber. So like I would be like, okay, well, I said, how far is this? And I'll tally it up. It'd be like 10 minutes away, but they want like $15 for it. I said, we can walk it. I would do stuff like that. It's only $15. I got money. It's just I don't want to spend it. I know people like it. I get on their case for that. And then I do the same thing. Like, I don't know why I do that. Because I'm like, I don't feel like I should have to pay $15 and I can just walk. Like, I can just you gotta understand, man, the Darbies, we was always walkers, man. Like, we listen, Daddy made you walk. I remember one time, Daddy made us walk all the way in the wind. It was 2013. I remember that 2013. That's when there was these abnormal freezing temperatures like all over the United States. I think that's when they was doing this fake snow. It was something that was going on, man. Like it was like frostbite outside. Daddy made me and Joe walk to the bank, man. He made us walk to the bank. What's up, Chia? Bro, I remember that boy. 2013. Made us walk to the bank up the street. He said, "Yeah, walk up here and deposit something." I don't remember what it was. They had to deposit something. Man, we walked outside. It was so cold, it was burned. It was so cold, we was burning. That's how cold it was, bro. We was getting frostbite. Bro, I felt it right there on my leg too. It was like frostbite, but my fingers was small, bro. I thought I had frostbite. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, we walked all the way to the bank to deposit a check. I said, man, you couldn't wait till the next day. You had us walk. It was the worst day too. I said, bro, you had us get out there getting frostbite, trying to deliver a check. Bro, my lips are so frozen. I was trying to spit. Every time I was trying to spit, my lips are so numb. I was doing this, bro. It was like, bro, I literally couldn't move my lips because I was like, yeah, I started getting frostbite trying to deliver a check. I said, bro, you couldn't wait till the next day, like to walk over. Oh, let's see. You know what's funny? I'm gonna catch an Uber all the way back. Yo, I would do stuff like that. I said, okay, I don't want to pay 15 and 15 the whole way. It's only $30. Like, I'll be cheap. I'm like, I don't want to pay that. So I'll be like, you know what? I said, I'm gonna walk halfway. And all I gotta do is pay $15 on the way back. Yo, I don't know why I do this, bro. I don't know why I do this. I'm so used to walking every morning. I walk every morning, like for my walk and talk with God and my exercise. So I'm just like, well, might as well. It ain't no different. It really ain't no different. That's really why you be preparing yourself because you like you ever gotta walk long distances of time, you don't want to pay no money. Like it's free. Walk is free. Especially in this economy. Everybody trying to pay all that on gas and stuff. Like, I don't technically think my car's out. I can still take it, but I just don't want to. I don't want to mess it up more than it is. Like it does need to go to the shop. So I gotta schedule a appointment. Just in San Antonio, you far away from everything, dude. You gotta take the highway all the time. I'm like, I ain't trying to take it over right now because I need to make sure they try to charge me like $200 something is just diagnostic. Like, no, I already know what the problem is. They said, well, you can still take it in and get a diagnosis. Like, no, I don't get no diagnosis. Like, no, are you gonna fix it or not? Like, I don't get no diagnosis. I already know what's wrong with it. They gonna charge you about $300 to tell you what's wrong with it. No, I'm good. I already have somebody at my church that does this for a living. He came out and looked at it. He was like, yeah, he know what the problem is. So I told him, I said, well, y'all gonna fix it or not? I said, he's like, well, I still think you should. I still think I won't. I still think I won't. No. That's why I said it's all quiet now. Why y'all quiet for? Fools! Y'all better start talking. I'm about to get up off here. I told you, I just had to walk up here and get my stuff. I was really coming to get something out of my car. Like, I got plenty of time. It's a Sunday. I ain't doing that right now. I said I'm gonna walk and talk with y'all. I'm gonna catch my Uber all the way back. Look, it's crazy because Uber by Uber it's only like 10 minutes, but when you walk in San Antonio, like it's really is far when you walk. Like driving, I ain't going to Uber and stuff. It's only like 10 minutes, but I said when you walk, it is. These fools won't be quiet. You better not be quiet now. You better start talking. I say y'all weird. Y'all ain't no better than the Hebrew Israelites. Problem is they talk too much. Y'all talk too little. I would rather you not talk and say nothing at all than to come here and say something stupid. Unless it makes for good content, I can just roast you. I said, but sometimes I really get tired of roast you. I get tired of doing it. That's why I just block people now. Like I said, I don't want to really roast nobody sometimes. I'm tired of that. And did jokes all this channel. Like this channel was not really supposed to be joking. It was supposed to be more like I mean, it's funny with jokes, but I was trying to do it more on a serious note. But I'm tired of it, man, because these are people that can't take like comedy or something. You know what I mean? Like, hey, hey, Mike, y'all should have been here earlier. There was somebody here that came here. Ouch! Stupid ant bit me. Yeah, that's why you died for it. See, you still be alive right now if they ain't gas you up. Sitting there talking. His and homie's like, "Hey man, I dare you go body him. Yep, cost your homie his life." Then we slide the block on him. Anyways, yeah, y'all should be here earlier, Mike and Chia. That was some tarot card reader here. To myself, I got two tarot cards in front of me right now. It's the two cups. I about two cups. I was like, nigga, if y'all get your like, nigga, what? Two cards. I was like, boy, what? Why do I deal with these type of people? I was like, boy, if y'all don't get on out of here, before I take your somersault and die in the name of Jesus. We will pray prayers like at a church. We got an African pastor coming out of church. That's how they pray. He said, anybody praying witchcraft over my life, all the traps that somersault and die in the name of Jesus. It don't necessarily mean them die. It just mean like the agent of Satan or whatever they works is somersault and die. But if it goes that way, I could care less. You shouldn't be over trying to pray death on people. I don't care about none of that. So I said, people be like, they be all sensitive, like, oh, well, you can't say, man, I'm gonna say whatever I want to. You shouldn't be praying death on people. You shouldn't be trying to kill people neither. And if you end up dropping dead, somebody drop you, you think we're gonna feel sorry for you? Nope, sure ain't. So I said, people gotta stop being sensitive, boy. You gotta stop being sensitive over there. Conspiracies, but yeah, they ain't got no power though. I ain't worried about it. They ain't got no power. Like I said, they should have prayed them prayers when they ex was beating them down. Should have prayed that. Couldn't get a nigga to love him. Everybody done hurt him and abused him. Like, can't get the nigga that did something to him. We gonna come and try to be deep for everybody else. That's why I say, how you won't be and do this, but your ex is still up walking. Nigga done stole your bank account, your credit cards, and everything. He's still up breathing and walking. You won't come be deep for somebody else. Boy, please. You ain't got the nigga that did something to you. Don't worry. Nothing you got to say. You ain't got that. So I tell you, I said, boy, you do that in the real world, the people, boy, ain't no witchcraft gonna stop no bullet. Unless you one of them real African warlords, like ain't no witchcraft gonna stop no bullet. Again, it don't work on the US government, dude. It does not work on the government. It don't work on white people, man. It don't work on nobody else. They do not care about that. They will still blow your brains out. They don't care nothing about you. Trying to tell y'all, man, like, dude, like, I know the devil got power, but he ain't got more power than God, man. It don't work. It don't work like it. And that's why they try that against the government. The government kill him. He still get hung. They'll still hang you, nigga. They don't care about that stuff. Like, oh, y'all messing with me, man. Steve's a nobody. Why you want to come over and bother me? I don't like y'all niggas. I literally just said that to you. I just said that's why the Bible said, "Don't suffer a witch to live." Boy, you better be looking. I ain't in charge. I'll drown all y'all niggas. I'll drown every last one of y'all. Every last one of you. I'll have the whole Salem witch trials again. I'll drown every one of y'all, every last one of you. I know why in the Bible, man, they utterly destroyed everything because everybody was utterly stupid. Well, I know now why they did that. At first, I was like, God, that's kind of harsh. I'm like, God, that wasn't harsh enough. Even the animals was dumb. It said, don't even let the animals live. Even the animals is dumb and stupid. But technically, you can't. Like, well, kill him. Kill this mule. I said, why did God destroy everybody in the Bible? Because they was dumb. That's why. That's literally why he did it. It's a sensitive society. He could do what he wanted. They're all sensitive. Just got rid of them. Yeah, people in here. Well, people try and kill you. Just pray for them. Nope. Absolutely not. That's not what the Bible said. That's not what it said. Why they talking about pray for a pedophilic president? I wouldn't do no such thing. I would do no such thing. Can't help on see a bunch of y'all in they comments want to be deep to them. Go tell them that. Go tell them to repent and go to they going to hell. You don't come to me and tell me that. Trying to tell y'all, man. They be wanting to be tough and bad on this internet or behind the phone, boy. The government don't play that stuff, bro. The government will kill you. They don't care. I know it's one people nobody want to mess with. Nobody want to mess with them. You mess with the powerful white people. You don't want to mess with them elite bloodlines. I know that's why y'all want to do witchcraft on them. Why you want to come over to us? Because them niggas will smoke you and your entire family. They don't care. You know it ain't gonna work on them. You want to go to the little novices or the little people on the street minding their business. You want to go to us. You couldn't put your witchcraft that you used to go mess with everybody else is in higher places doing everything else. Want to mess with all everybody else. You want to come mess with us. Yeah. Said there is no A sorcery against Jacob, nor any B divination against Israel. Yep. That's why I said let them say what they want to say. I told you I've been getting blessed like crazy. I literally told y'all today. I didn't even do nothing, bro. I just showed up to church. Didn't even do nothing. Just doing my job on my post. And buddy walked up to me. He said, "Hey man," he said, "You know what? It's $20. Go. Lunch is on me." I'm like, "Where we going?" I didn't ask. I said, "Bro, where we going? Are we going somewhere?" Like, I didn't ask for it. I was like, because when people do it, it's like, bro, I got money. Like, you got money. But I'm just like, I can always use more. I said, shoot, I ain't asked one question. I said, well, bro, I said, you ain't got to do this, but I said, I'll take it. I said the Lord saw fit for me to have 20 extra bucks. The blessings are coming so crazy now. I literally don't have to do nothing no more. I done prayed on this. Like I said, I'm not the best person, but I'm like, but I still work on myself. God sees fit for me to have it. Cause one of you freaking ignig tarot card reader idiots keep coming in here to mess with us. I'm like, see, now I'm about to give you a bigger blessing now. Cause you stupid boy, keep coming messing with me. Cause you keep well, you come over here messing with me. See? Hey, I know something that's more powerful than the tarot card. It's called the Holy Bible. That's what it's called. They said tarot cards like we white. Nigga, we ain't white. We don't do that stuff. This old Harry Potter, Wizards of Waverly Place type nigga. We don't do that stuff. What do you think this is over here, boy? This is not Brokeback Mountain Channel. We don't do that stuff. What y'all think we you doing over here? You know what I feel like, man? I feel like Indiana Jones out the movie where he went over there and the dude was twirling the sword and stuff. He just pulled out the gun and shot him. That's how I be. That's how I be. I was like, I was gonna shoot you. That's why I said that's funny because that wasn't even supposed to happen in the movie. They said in the movie he was supposed to use the sword too, and they said they kept having to redo the scenes and stuff, and he kept messing up. So they said one of the scenes he just pulled out the gun and shot him. And they said it was so good they wanted to keep it in there. They said, no, we like that part better. I said, that's how I feel. Nigga try to come over and challenge you. Boy, shoot him. Shut up. I shoot down all their arguments. Boy, shut up. That's why they try to come over here with some witchcraft word, and the Lord's gonna, okay, well, you say it to me when I see you. I promise you it ain't gonna stop me from popping you in your mouth. It ain't gonna stop me from popping you. See, as I said, some people anointed. Darby, Daddy was anointed to do. That's why ain't nobody popped him because he was anointed and they were scared of him. You ain't anointed, ain't nobody scared of you. It ain't nothing to pop you. So believe when I tell you, you ain't immune from this. I was said, kingdom suffer violence and the violent take by force. Boy, what you think we doing? You talking about? You can't be violent. The word says to be different. On certain occasions, yes, the word says to be different. Why is everybody in the Bible violent? Joshua then was murderers, man. They all killed everybody. Oh, you sensitive folk. You know what Joshua them did to people? Gideon, Jehu, man. Like, come on, Paul, now. Like, come on, dude. Now you want to choose a title beast after those. Well, we're in the 21st century. Well, this is every reason to be just as aggressive in the 21st century. You have any idea what we got out here now? Like, people crazier. Like, you want to choose the worst era to be sensitive. Like, bro, we got local governments that can do world domination that can kill 2 million people with one nuke tomorrow if they wanted to. And you think this is the time to be sensitive? Just do what you're told and just listen to everything that you hear. Boy, they trying to annihilate the human race. And you want to be sensitive right now. Yeah, okay, good luck with that. I tell you what, they got test subjects they want to test their new nuke out on. You can go out there to the test fields and let them test it out on you and see what it does. And then you can see if it works for you. That's why I said I'm like, no, I want hey, U.S. government or any of the governments in the world when y'all want to find the Negroes that y'all don't like. I know some Negroes y'all can get. I know some of them y'all can take. Oh, stupid. That's why I said them girls trying to do witchcraft and Clay Thompson and stuff because you make the stallion thing. I said, girl, please. If that really worked, that would have made your ex come back. And they ain't never made him come back. He just knocked off more girls. I said, girl, no matter all the witchcraft you do, it ain't gonna restore lost time with your broken heart. You can't restore that. You can tell somebody future. I wish you could have told your future getting knocked up by that nigga. Yeah, see, look at you now. You're stupid. It hurt your feelings, didn't it? Can't be undone. You can't undo the do, can you? You can't undo the do. Look at you, stupid. I said, girl, don't matter how deep you get, you ain't gonna never get unplowed. You ain't gonna never get unplowed. I follow this girl on Instagram. Actually, her name is Craft. What is it? Craft of Christ or whatever. She used to be a witch. She used to be a I think she's over in like UK or something. And this white girl, she used to be a she said she was heavy in the cult. She was big into witchcraft and stuff, but she said she got saved. And she said she starts exposing all of this stuff that goes on and stuff. So she was like, I know what former witches do. I know because she's I used to be one. She was like, I used to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And so she reacts to a lot of people's videos and stuff like that when they deal with this type of stuff. And so she said, this is what witches do. She said, we would go up to people, try to shake all their hands all the time and try to get them to agree with us and stuff like that, to initiate them and stuff like that. And so she said, what this brother just did right here, where he was like, no, I want to shake your hand. He was like, that's right. He's like, she was like, that's what you don't do. You don't go mess with everybody. Now, I don't believe everybody like it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, especially if it's people I don't know, random Negro, well, I don't know you, nigga. That's why I said she was like, I have people in my comments hating on me and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people hate when you get saved, they hate when you do the right thing. They want to get in your comments, want to be mad and stuff. Because another girl, she was reacting to another girl's. Oh, you follow her too? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's a good girl, man. And she was saying like it was another girl that got saved from the occult and was saying like how she was showing people stuff and her comment section was flooded with a bunch of occult chicks and they're talking about she's been brainwashed and you know what I'm saying? And they was mad because she was a Christian and stuff. And she said I had the same thing happen to me when I got saved. You know what I'm saying? I said, who listens to occult chicks? These old charmed, broken-hearted, dumb females. Like, man, would listen to these stupid girls. Girl, shut up. Should have put a charm on a Negro a long time ago. You gonna wait till you get plowed and get your heart broken, get filled up with his stuff, and now you won't be deep. Give out witchcraft charm. Nigga, shut up. I'll make you eat that crystal, you stupid Negro. That's why I said I seen somebody do they did a TikTok where they show like the background is hell. And they have that it's like a little audio clip, and they said me showing like showing the devil what I use to ward off evil spirits. And so it's a dude in the background. It's like a clip from something. He said, hold on, one more time. I didn't hear you. He said, show me what you use. And it's a crystal girl showing a crystal, and the devil's like, he just start laughing. I was like, they really think that's the work. Wearing a crystal. Somebody got on there and they was like me showing the devil like what I was doing. Like to one of people's spirits, like saying like they little voodoo words, and the devil start laughing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, this don't work. That's why I told you it was a voodoo priestess, man. Try to her son was in a Haitian gang, whatever. Try to tell her he got locked up out of feds for a murder. I think he killed his father or something like that. And so she went in there and told she said, don't worry, son, they can't touch you. I pray voodoo over you, they can't touch you. And he exposed what he did. And the dude, the detective was like, and it's safe to say he's still in jail today. It don't work. See, it don't work. Yeah, it don't work against the feds, you stupid nigga. It don't work against the feds, dummy. He trying to tell him. I said, boy, you do know y'all niggas are not immune to that. Like, boy, please. I know who could smite all you niggas. God smite all y'all. That's why I said, boy, y'all think Donald Trump is bad. Boy, you better hope I don't never get in office, man. I'm killing everything. Everything. Like, boy, please. That there shall be a great cry in Egypt like there has never been before. Like Ramsey said, he said, I think I got the right means to deal with your people, and there shall be a great cry that there's never been, that Egypt has never seen before. You have another Ramses on your hands, boy. I think I'll get y'all together. I'll get y'all together. Y'all gonna be begging for Donald Trump to come back after I'm done. You think I'm playing? Boy, y'all gonna be begging for Trump to come back. Everything is a federal crime. Everything is a federal crime. Ain't no more freedom of speech. I done took everybody rights. We martial law in a good way. Y'all think I'm playing, boy? I would have 75% of the world in check. I'm not joking. I really would. Oh yes, we are Jacob, better known as his name was Israel, right? I said we are Israel. That's why I said, boy, listen. I really think about that, bro. I really think about it in my mind, like, what would it be like to have world domination? Like, I really want to know what that's like. I would be dominating everything. I don't even care about world domination. I just care about getting certain people off the streets. Sensitive females, y'all gone. Sensitive Negroes, gone. You gonna work my fields? Ain't no color thing. That's why ain't no color thing. That's why I said, nah, black folk don't y'all be cheering either, because some of y'all gonna be out there too. Y'all going. You gonna tend to my fields. You gonna make my wine, my vineyard. You gonna make all my stuff. Mhm. Gon you gonna craft car pieces for cheap labor? You sure is. That's why I say I'm like, no, I think it's a good thing, y'all. Let everybody talk now because then it's gonna show when it's time who's real and who ain't. The ones running their mouth. I said, yeah, okay, you on the list. Take them. Oh, what was that? You sensitive about everything? Okay, yeah, take them. Get them too. It's time to go fight a world war that I started on purpose. You gonna be over on the front lines? Try to run away, or you act like you ain't want to show up for duty. Like this is high treason and the highest. The result penalty is death. So you were caught giving a fake word to people, causing them to stumble, like the Bible said, don't do. 15 years minimum. Now, I give him the same verse that God gave him and said, you should work the ground all your days and reap no harvest. That means get out there in my field to pick my cotton and you ain't gonna get paid for it. Mm. Whew. That's why I said since people want to use word, well, let's use word on you. Okay, here you go. Here's a word for you. Mm. Yeah, don't worry. Esau, some of them Negroes too. There's some of them Negroes too. All you conservative tap dancing Negroes. And again, I don't think it make you wrong for being conservative. I'm saying, but when you shucking and jiving, those are the ones I be talking about. And I say along with them go some of the Latinos too, the ones that be wanting to be all, you know what I'm saying, want to be all extreme because you know Latinos, some of them can be extreme too when it comes to this. I don't know why they do this, but they be getting extreme too. That's why I said, don't think that it's only gonna be like it's gonna be certain people wrapped up in this too, man, of all ethnicities, because it's like people just keep doing stuff. They keep trying to pledge their allegiance to a version of God that don't exist. They're trying to serve the white man God or the American God. Like there is no such thing. They partaking in this ritual stuff. You feel me? Pledging their allegiance, man. I pledge my allegiance to no man except the Lord. I don't pledge my allegiance to no freaking flag. That's disrespectful to the military. And even the military said they don't. Some of them niggas even telling you don't like that stuff, man. They don't even do that. We got actual soldiers even coming back saying like, bro, don't. So what you got to say now? Negroes ain't ever served. And ain't what you got to say now. So do I pledge my allegiance to God or to a flag? Which one is that? I always thought that didn't even make no sense. I pledge my allegiance to the flag. Why? Flag's not God. Now you can do that if you want to. Like I said, like I said, I don't go around veterans or people. I'm still respectful. You know what I'm saying? I don't bash them. I don't get on their case. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't get on mine. You feel me? That's why I said I'm just like I was always wondering. I said, why could God not let me rule? I said I know why God would let me rule, man. 75% of the world's population be gone. Oh, they wear sandals. We got to get rid of this whole city. Oh, they wearing too many sandals. Yeah, get rid of them. They got to go. They got to go. Those shoes with that shirt, yeah, they got to go. That's fashion crimes, just all type of stuff. I was like, well, I'll be swiftly dealing with Negroes. I'm talking about getting them out. I told you, I would make black people and white people unite. Y'all think I'm joking? I would be a tyrant, yo. I would make black people and white people unite. That would really truly end racism. Like, guys, we gotta do something. Steve's burning them at the stake. He's burning everybody at the stake. Hmm. I'll be worse than Vlad the Impaler, bro. That's where we get modern day Dracula from, Vlad the Impaler. I was like, I'll be worse than him. Like, guys, we gotta do something. He's drunken with power. I feel like I'd be the one that's terrible. Like, where even it said God made Saul their king because he told him he wanted to be their king. And they said, now we want Saul. He was so bad, it said the Lord repented for you making him king. That's how bad it is. That's why I said I don't want the Lord to have to feel like that when it comes to me. Like, I should have never even used him as an example. See what he did. That be the one, even God got to take you out because you're doing too much. He said, I had you do this for a purpose. I did not tell you to kill the half of the world. Negro done got crazy. Don't forget who he talking to. Talk to the most high crazy. He's like, you know what, man, I'm gonna kill you. That's why I thought it was so funny in the Bible where God could have just killed anybody he wanted to, but he sent his assassins to go kill you. If he want, God can snap his fingers, we all drop dead. Like he could have did it that way, but he decided to be crafty with it. It's like it's like God wanted to see you die from another source. Like he wanted to see you die from natural causes. I imagine Jay, he was just sitting there minding his business, man, just sitting there sipping his wine, doing his thing. God's like, "Hey, get up, I need you to go kill her." He's like, "Oh, she a dead woman. She dead." He just got up and killed her. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, bro. God sent his hitters to go to get rid of you. Oh, bro. Don't tell me God ain't got to send you. Because he could literally do it himself, but he decides to send people to do it. Just like he sent people to give his word. He could give his word himself, but he sends you to do it. And when it's time to die, he get somebody to kill you. He'll get him to kill you. It's crazy. Hey, yo, man, imagine being a Lord's hitter. It's like, hey, I'm on God. Like, God want me to be his hitter. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh God, I went on the ground and swallowed no cord. Already. Right. Oh my gosh. You'll see some instances where God is like when it said Ananias and Sapphira, whatever her name is, died, they dropped dead. You're like, God did that. You know what I'm saying? When they come to everybody else, God was like, bro, I'm gonna kill him. Right, he's so crafty. He had Moses them lead Pharaoh them into a trap, and then God killed him. He's like, just a little bit closer. Come on, Moses, just a little bit closer, a little bit closer. Like, got him, drowned him. Mm. Oh my! He could have had the cloud by day and fire by night kill him, but he decided to drown him. I was like, God, you could have just killed him. Like, how did you like? What was the? Are you artistic with the death? Like, are you artistic with it? I wanted to know because I'm just like, it's nothing for him to actually do what he want to do. Like, God could literally kill us all and stop the whole existence, but he decides to do it in a way. He told Jay, he tapped him on the shoulder. He's like, I need you to go kill them. Hey, bro, imagine dude was minding his business. He's like, all right, like, I'll be back, y'all. I gotta go kill somebody real quick. He gonna kill him. Oh man. Oh my God. Don't tell me that's not funny. That is funny. Oh man. Bruh, they threw this hoe out the window, yo. Like they threw her out the window and then they Tokyo drift on her body. Like you could have just killed her right there. Yo, they parallel parked this hoe. I said, yo, he tried to feed it between the phones with this. I'm like, bro, how'd you do this? That's crazy. Oh my God, bro. Buddy hit him with a dun 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 dun. The Tokyo drift music. Dun 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 dun. Bro, he hit him with the Tokyo drift. Bro, and then it said the dogs came and ate her. I said, bro, that's disrespectful. Like you could have just stabbed her. You could have just cut her head off. I said, like, you ain't have to parallel park on it. Like, dang, bro. There's just some things that's just low. I know. Bro, I would ask God that. I said, God, does this bring you pleasure when you flooded the world or when you killed everybody? Because you understand, like, God sees stuff different. Like I said, God was pleased when they was beating Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always thought that was kind of like sadistic. I was like, why is God pleased by it? Like, how is that funny? I'm like, why is he like that? Like, that's terrible. You know what I'm saying? But it was for a reason. Like, it was a reason why. So I'm just like, I guess God saw it funny when they barrel up. Like, he probably said, bro, I can imagine the music when Jehu was coming into town. It's like, woo! You got that choir in the back go, bum, 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 bum. It's got that music. Boom, dum, dum, bum, 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 dun, 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 and then the music stops when they said, you gonna go out there and check if he come in peace? And dude rode out there, he said, hey, just wanna know, man, did you come in peace? The music stops. What does peace look like? Falling behind me. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, he gave it like Kratos. Zeus, your son returns. Oh my God. Jezebel, your son returns. I've come for your head. Oh my gosh, bro. Dude was on some God of War timing, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they got the inspiration of Kratos from Jehu. I would not be surprised, bro. He sound like Kratos, bro. He was coming at Mach speed, cuz. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my god. Buddy had the blaze of Olympus. He went in there spiting everything. Oh man. Oh man, that's funny. I done tired myself out by laughing, y'all. Oh, somebody stamp this for me because I'm gonna watch this later. That's why I tell y'all stamp is content. This is gonna go for good content, bro. Like other platforms. Oh my gosh, bro. I can imagine the music getting louder when he's coming. Oh, he's here. He's coming. Hey, buddy, pull it up outside. Cause they really gonna hear yeah. Cause the weapon from the gives me shall prosper. Yeah. Girl, get out here. Put her down now. Cause the weapon from the gives me shall prosper. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. All right, I'm done. Oh man, I'm done. Oh my gosh, I need to go to bed. Oh my god, I'm supposed to go over here in my car and get my stuff from. Oh my gosh, bro. That's why I said I'm gonna miss these live streams. I had too much fun with these. Bro, these are hilarious. You know, it's funny when I make myself laugh. It be so funny, bro. I got hold my rib cage, bro. It be funny. Oh my gosh, man. Don't tell me ain't no sense of humor in the Bible, bro. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, man. Bro, you imagine adding that to your list of accomplishments? Like, yeah, the man that parallel parked on the female. Oh man. That's the same when they killed Naboth and took his vineyard, and she gave it to him. That's my favorite. It's one of my favorite verses. It says the Lord hated it. Oh my God, bro. The Lord hated Ahab, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, man. And then I think it said when who was it that was sent to him that told him he was gonna die or something? And it said he walked away murmuring. It said, "Did you see how he murmured? I'm a kid." Oh man, that's one of my favorite stories. I was gonna say he walked away and mumbling and stuff. I think it was a guy telling him, he said, "You see the way he just walked this kid? This guy could have killed him right there." He wanted to be artistic with how he killed him. That was funny. Oh my gosh, man. That's why I said y'all don't my God, because he might just be planning out your death story. That's why I said everybody think you're gonna get struck by lightning. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, bro. Buddy had died from like a paper cut or something. Like it'd be the most ironic ways. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh man, it's hilarious. Oh man, it's rich. Oh, that's rich, man. It's in my spirit, bro. That's funny. Oh man. Oh man, that's funny. Oh. Whew. Oh man. Like I said, King Herod died from worms. I'm like, bro, worms? This man tried to kill the savior. He died from worms. Like for real. That's crazy. Oh man. Whew. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Laugh myself all out. Mm. Oh man. Bro, that was funny. That's why I said this is what I do. They be like, shout out, I think your God asleep. I tell them, I say, hey, y'all better shout louder. Your version of God asleep. Keep on coming with this old fake doctrine that ain't even real. Try coming to me talking about your God's gonna get you. I said, well, you better shout louder. He sure ain't came did nothing yet. I just keep getting randomly blessed. Oh no, please shout louder. I think your version of God is sleeping because obviously I don't see anything that God's doing to me that's wrong. God's always doing right by me, so even though I haven't always done right by him, he always do right by me. So I don't know what you talking about. That's all. No, please. I'll be like, hey, like Willy Wonka was like, no, please stop, come back. Like the little boy one run, I'll be like, no, please stop. I just don't care. Like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. What do you say? We'll see whose version of God is real. We'll see. Oh, look what God did today, y'all. Oh, look what he did. Oh, great. Oh, man, look what the Lord is. Oh, like I didn't know he was gonna do that. I had no idea he was gonna do that. Right? Because again, when the Lord want to move, he's gonna use a ignig to tell me that. Yeah, okay. I got a poem for you, ignigs. Roses are red, violets are blue. Stop in your face. The new stuff doesn't rhyme. It doesn't matter. Hold on, let me order my ride back. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, bro, this is rich. Oh man, this is rich. Oh man. I can see why people don't like me sometimes, bro. I be pissing people off. I just don't care, bro. This is funny. Got time for a sensitive man, bro. Look, even the bastards got a mind on their own. Bastards over moving by themselves. Look at it. What it was. It just stopped. Like, gosh, this is funny. Get back on my workouts tomorrow though. About to get I can tell I kind of slimmed down a little bit, man. I ain't got my muscle mass like it used to be. I ain't been working out in a minute. Working and everything else, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. See something. Still waiting on my driving details. I ain't said nothing yet. No. Oh man, you gotta understand, bro. When you laugh like I laugh, it makes you tired, bro. Like my laugh used to not even be like this, bro. It was always extreme, but it was never like how it is now, bro. Like my laugh just is funny. It takes a lot out of you, bro, when you do this. Well, I'm waiting. Anyone y'all got another word for me? Let's see what God does in the morning. See what he does, what he brings. Last I got to take my car to the shop, man. Got to spend. I might have to spend some money on it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I ain't got to spend that much. I'm gonna see if I can find somebody that's a little cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got favor with people. I got favors, so people be listen. I know people that owe me favors. Like, well, what about when I smuggled your drugs for you? Didn't tell us so you owe me this. I said, let's see if somebody hook me up with the connect, man. They can give me a good deal. You know what I'm saying? So maybe one of you ignorants coming in talking crazy. Maybe God has just supplied the service for free or for a lesser price than what I'm supposed to pay. So come on, talking to me now. Hmm. You know, that's why I said it always says, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Because it's like, bro, you ain't got to fight for you. God to fight for you. Look what he do. Here you go, my son. I know you don't deserve this, but I'm gonna give it to you anyways. I just like God. I don't deserve it. I don't know why you keep blessing me, but you love me, so I ain't gonna ask no questions. You love me, so it's cool. That's why I always laughed off the Prince of Egypt. When he said, well, Lord, they won't listen. He said, did I not make the heavens? He said, now go. He said, don't worry, Moses. Like God will scold you and then he'll love you. He said, don't worry, Moses. He said, you will tell Pharaoh and he won't listen. So I shall smite thee. I said, yeah, he said, I'm gonna smite him. That's why he's like, don't worry about him, Moses. Yeah, he ain't gonna listen to you. I'm gonna deal with him. I'm gonna kill him for you. Don't worry about it. That's why I said I was always like, but God, you knew you was gonna kill him anyways. Like, why didn't you just kill him and then free the Hebrews? I was like, why? I love how God does stuff because it's like it's not like how we would do it. It's like he has a reason for why he does everything. So I want to ask him like, why did you do it that way? That's what I'll be wanting to know. You know what I mean? Like, mm, hold on, let me see. There we go. Well, my driving details are slow right now. I don't know where they at. So I urge y'all, man, get outside and walk 6 miles a day. Y'all just see me do it. Walk 6 miles. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Bro, I walk 6 miles in some J's and some jeans. Like, bro, I literally walk 6 miles in J's and jeans. And I got a pair of leggings under here. This is a pair of like black, like Under Armour leggings. Like, these are actually pretty good at thermal. They more like thermal type. So I wear them under a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They feel pretty good. Give you a nice little feel. So it's 12 minutes. I got 12 minutes. Okay. So like I said, you can walk 6 miles. Shoot. Open our eyes, open our gaze. Ooh, oh, oh. Hold on. Like I said, yeah, part of me really thinks about if I'm gonna really stop this channel for this. And part of me wants to really do it. Part of me don't really know. But the majority of me is like, just do it. I keep saying I'm gonna do this, just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's time to build another platform elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? Let's start having the best of something else. That's what's gonna be fun. So Oh yeah, hang with me. I'm gonna get in my car real. Mm. Yeah, shout out to all the hardworking queens out there. Ugh. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, definitely applaud y'all, man, for working hard. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a full time parent too. I know that is not easy. I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all got that grace. I don't. Y'all got that grace, man. Like, but shout out to y'all, man. Y'all the true workers of society, man. True heroes of society. You know who the true heroes of society is, man? Not the police officers, and not the government, not the politicians, the mothers, the fathers, the ones that actually stay and do the hard jobs, man, that nobody will do. You helping your kid with their math homework, man. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of 'em, all of that. Man. And you not leaving when it gets hard too. That's another one. You know what I'm saying? I applaud y'all, man. If y'all got family members y'all take care of, or y'all got, um, you got your own life, but you still trying to take care of other people, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot. That really is a lot, you know what I mean? So like I said, I remember when I had two jobs, man, that was crazy. And I'm just a family of one, besides this freaking dog, you know what I'm saying? But um stuff gets yeah. I was even trying to get like a little third or like a little third one, like a side gig or whatever, just to, you can make some extra money. But I'm just like, bro, I just don't want to slave myself for the rest of my life. I just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know me, man. I go hard at everything that I do, man. I would just burn myself out, like just doing stuff. You know. Harvey, what's up, man? Hold on one second. Yeah, you say you got some artists. Mhm. Yeah, we finally back on speaking terms. Me and Harvey, man. I was mad about the Knicks for a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was mad about the Knicks. I said, man, I ain't speaking to dude. I ain't speaking to nobody from New York. I got a Puerto Rican homie from here. I think he's from, I don't know if he's from the Bronx, but he's from New York somewhere. I said, man, I don't want to speak to you either right now. I don't want to speak to none of y'all. I said, right there, leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Ugh. Mhm. Mhm. Look, this Knicks. Be white people. They be like, yeah, you white San Antonians, New York nigger. I mean, Knickerbockers. Like they try that stuff in San Antonio, boy. They said that after the game, after the Knicks won in San Antonio, they said San Antonio Spurs fans beat up the Knicks fans and robbed them. They got them on video beating them up and taking their stuff. I said, bro, you have to be very careful in San Antonio. Like, it can be a dangerous place. It really can. Mm. That's why I was watching the Mexico game, the soccer game the other day. And I said, yeah, I don't think anything with Mexico or anything else can lose anything else. I said people in San Antonio are very upset with the Spurs losing. So Mexico getting knocked out of the finals, like they're gonna be even more upset. So I was like, they might riot at this point. You feel me? Like people here, they get a little extreme. So hey, be careful, bro. That was a dude that showed up the next day at church with a Knicks jersey. Him and his family showed up with Knicks stuff. I said, oh, bro. I said, bro, why y'all wearing that? He said, I just had to today. I said, brother, be careful. Don't think because it's the house of God, you won't get stomped. Some people here are upset. They kind of upset. The pastor that just came back from New York, he said, yeah. He said, I wore a Spurs jersey out there. He said, yeah, we was kind of in fear for our life for a little bit. He said, because we didn't know what they was gonna do. He said, I'm upset that the Knicks lost or that the Knicks won. He said, but let's give them a hand. They deserved it. He said they deserved it. They play hard. I said, I won't be clapping for them at all. Mm. I said, I'm not even a true San Antonian. Like I ain't even from here, so I can't really celebrate with them like that. They do, man. They show up to the house of God with blasphemy all the time. It's called the Dallas Cowboy jersey. I said that such blasphemy should not be allowed in the house of the Lord. I don't know why y'all wear these jerseys. They coming in with these Dak Prescott jerseys. I said, bro, that's That's equivalent to wearing the principalities. Why would you wear that? I said, "Brother, we don't allow blasphemy in this house." My homie, man, boy, they just be diehard Cowboy fans. I told him, I said, "Bro, you know you wearing the wrong jersey, man. You can't wear that. Now the Texans, you can wear that. Don't wear Dallas Cowboys." So every time I go to Dallas, I go right in front of their stadium. I take a video. I said, "Look where I'm at, bro. Look where I'm at. The worst place in history." He's like, "Okay." That's how we be. Y'all can have Jerry Jones, man. Take him. Tony Romo. The finals was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm gonna have to talk to Wimby, man. Wimby be everywhere. He at the place I be doing the music at. Y'all be seeing Wimby came here the other week, man. He was there one time. I think after I left, he came in there. You know what I'm saying? And they said people was taking pics. Somebody said they didn't even know who he was. I'm like, how do you not know how big an 8 foot giant in there? Like that's crazy. But he was taking pictures with people and stuff like that. Like Wimby tall, man. He's tall. I wasn't a Major League Baseball man. I was watching the Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers is cool, man. They actually pretty cool. I was actually, hey, I'm about to start going to some games. I'm really about to start doing that, y'all. I'm about to start going to games. I'm about to start going to you know what I'm really about to be into? The symphony. I love music. I was really trying to talk about my HD Keys page on Instagram. I'll go through some of the reels where people play piano way better than me. And I'm just like, bro, that's so cold. And then some orchestra came up and a dude was conducting the orchestra, showing people how that stuff worked. I said, yo, that was beautiful. And I was like, this is my Uber right here, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Hello, how you doing? Uh-huh. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Oh yeah, give me about 5 minutes. See, I'm not that far away. For like 4 or 5 minutes, y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second. Like I said, I just walked for 3 hours, right? No, I don't think it was in 3 hours. I think it was like 2 or 7 hours. I'll show you how fast it is to get here. By car. Hey, Harvey, what do you think about the New York don't you got two baseball teams? Or is it the Yankees? Is it only the Yankees? No, you got the Mets. Is that the Mets? Uh, I heard the Mets suck. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all still there? You hear me? Hold on, y'all. 1 second. You hear me? See, yeah, I think I got the wrong one, y'all. My bad. Uh, did my stream ring up? Yeah, so I think it's about a highway. Every time it's about a highway, it messes up. So Oh, my bad. I said, "Y'all gonna talk? You better start talking." I said, "If I'm world, no sound." My bad. Feel feeling like I. Y'all got palm trees where y'all live at? Oh, look, my hand covered in a little. Y'all got some palm trees. Palm trees. Man, that's one thing I do love about San Antonio. A lot of palm trees. Hold on. Well, I'm done with y'all dudes, man. It's what, 2 what time is it? I guess it's about to be 1 in the morning, y'all time. It's about 2 in the morning. We done. Y'all had enough of me. I had enough of y'all. Love yous. You ain't gotta go home, but you got to go. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. I'm tired. I just walked 3 miles, nothing like what, 6 miles in front of y'all. Literally showing you that it's possible. Get out there and exercise. Do something. Yeah. Well, what is this stuff? Well, anyways, I got y'all later, y'all. Peace out.